In our justice system and rural communities a priority as your next Chief Justice. I'm Rhonda Wood, and I'm asking for your vote on November 5th because Arkansas is stronger when our communities are stronger.
Paid for by Wood for Justice.
Are you having a hard time making it through a day of work without foot pain? Or are things that used to be simple like walking the dog now difficult? You may be thinking there's no way that something as simple as the Good Feet store can help you. Like Bill.
My feet would just ache, my back would hurt, my ankles, everything just hurt. And I'd seen the commercial several times before I finally said, I'm going to do this. And I'll be darned if it didn't work. I feel a million times better than I ever did.
Another satisfied customer of the Good Feet store is Wendy.
Since wearing my arch supports from the Good Feet store, my back pain is gone and my feet don't hurt as much. And as I look into the future without pain, I see myself being even more adventurous, joyful, and full of possibility.
Imagine a life without pain. No shots, no surgery, no medication. You've got nothing to lose but your pain. Stop in for a free fitting and test walk today and see what the Good Feet store can do for you. Visit us in Fayetteville or in Rogers. Learn more at goodfeet.com.
Are you a cigar connoisseur or just cigar curious? The Cigar District carries both powerhouse brands like Davidoff as well as boutique brands and a wide assortment of cigar accessories. If you don't want to pick up your favorites and leave, then feel free to enjoy their customer lounge or courtyard patio. For those looking for a private membership experience, check out their cigar club featuring lockers, an upscale lounge, meeting room, and rooftop patio. Ladies, would you like to learn about cigars or pick up something special for your guy? The Cigar District is ready to help. The Cigar District, located just off the Bentonville Square, 200 Southeast 6th Street in Bentonville, or online at thecigardistrict.com.
It's game time, Arkansas. While you're cheering on the Hogs, don't get stuck with a cold shower. Kenty Jones Plumbing has your winning play this season. 0 down on a brand new water heater. Whether it's tank or tankless, Kenty Jones Plumbing has the best options to keep your home's water running hot all season long. And with 0 down, you can score big without breaking the bank. Call Kenty Jones Plumbing today at 479-925-4186 and get in the game with your new water heater. That's Kenty Jones Plumbing, your home's MVP. Call today, 479-925-4186. Kenty Jones Plumbing, MP number 7016.
Hey there, good Monday morning to 4029 meteorologist Majestic Storm with your Get Ready Weather forecast. Take it easy across those area roadways this morning as we have seen significant rainfall overnight and early this morning. Still watching for some scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Daytime highs this afternoon will rise into the mid-70s, but be prepared for another round of strong to severe storms this afternoon and tonight. Strong damaging winds, large hail, and even some strong tornadoes will be possible. I'm 4029 meteorologist Majestic Storm. Stay safe.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruscin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruscin and Zach starts right now.
I am not a expert at many things. I do not specialize in, Xing and Owen and all of this stuff. But it might be time to retire the little Flappy Birdie thing in the secondary. Why don't we put that on the shelf for a few weeks?
Because you can't. You have to celebrate like every time you get a first down, you got to celebrate.
When the other guy goes for 515 on you,
yeah,
I think it's time to put the little Flappy Birdie wings away. Just my opinion. You can do whatever you want with it. It's just my opinion. Might be time to. I'm happy to report. I got a great laugh out of mocking that in the second tank on upper tank on Saturday.
Okay.
Because they scored when I was in the bathroom. Ole Miss did. So I walked back up the stairs doing the little Flappy Birdie thing, and there were some smiles, there were some chuckles in the crowd, in the partisan crowd. They were pleased with it. So that was good. It was good. It was nice to see some smiles on those long faces. You know what I mean? was nice to see. Nice to make.
From what I heard, it was a mass
laughs.
exodus at halftime, and there were only a few faces left. What time did you leave?
Third quarter.
Okay.
We should have left in the second quarter. We didn't. We left in the third quarter. But that's what happened. Got out of there. Not a lot of traffic. I mean, if we just stayed to the end, we could have. There had been no traffic.
Yeah.
They wouldn't even have had the lights turned off. Like the stoplights. The stoplights would be back to normal probably. Yeah.
It was a tough day. It was a tough watch.
It was ugly.
It was a really tough watch.
It was UGLY.
Yeah.
It was pretty bad. Guys were wide open. I, again, not an expert, so maybe everything I'm about to say is wrong. You talk to the experts. You know these things. But I think for a while they were able to hide the secondary. They can't hide the secondary anymore.
Not against that attack, no.
LSU found them out. Remember, we talked about how they played soft because they would get beat. Well, then
they came up and tried to press.
Yeah.
I mean, y'all wanted that. And
this is what we kind of asked for in some regards.
Watkins,
here, so.
What did he get? 5 TDs? Oh, wait, by the way, it was Jordan Watkins, right? The Mississippi receiver. He held the school record for touchdowns in a game with 4. Well, he broke that.
He broke his own record.
Jackson Dart went ahead and got the total yardage record, and it was a tough watch. And they looked.
This guy completed 81% of his passes. In practice, he doesn't complete 81% of his passes against no one with the non-contact jersey on.
It looked they were outclassed, and that's the nicest way to put it. Was they were just simply outclassed.
The whole thing is based on pressuring the quarterback. Well, when you never hit the quarterback, that means that the secondary is on its own, and that is a terrible thing for this football team because when they're on their own, they are getting torched like s'mores at a campsite, just lit on fire by this Jackson Dart over there. And luckily, they get a break when Quinn Ewers comes in.
Hey, wait a
minute.
You think Lane dials it up?
Oh,
Sark's better than he is, and Sark's got better players.
Lane was Sark's coffee boy.
That's right. That's right. That's 100%. Here's the thing, and these were two ships passing each other in a channel. Lane, for those that were upset that they thought Lane was trying to run it up, Lane needed style points. He's on the outside looking in at the college football playoff. So whining about him running up the score or asking them not to score is a lack of awareness because...
What, do you want him to start running out of bounds on purpose? What do you want here? I mean,
they just ran their offense. And look, anytime you can put your name in the record book at a school that's been playing football as long as Ole Miss, you get it. And if the opportunity's there, and Lane knew it, you do it. Here's the thing that the lack of self-awareness, which is Lane needs style points. Every game they play from this point forward, except the Georgia game where they just have to win, has to be a blowout. You got 2 losses, you're on the outside looking in. But for the people who were upset that Lane was running it up, didn't hear you complaining when it was 49-0 Arkansas over UAPB and Bobby was throwing it all over the place. Same concept. Lane needed it. And Arkansas just could. I mean, ultimately, you got to stop them, but it's not Lane's job to stay out of the end zone.
Are there actually people that were upset about this?
Yeah.
I mean, besides, the ones that I heard. Like, there were actually people that were upset about this?
Yeah, they thought Lane was...
Well, hell, stop them. I mean, there's one way to prevent that from happening.
And maybe the most tone-deaf one that I saw, and it was on Twitter, which I probably should not have gone to afterwards, was somebody saying, well, he's trying to embarrass Sam Pittman. He's unaware Sam Pittman is over there. All he's doing is trying to make sure his team wins by the widest margin he can so he can impress the college football playoff.
Yeah, because they got a big one this week. They got Georgia coming to their house. That's a big one.
Absolutely do.
That's a big one there. Yeah, that is incredibly weak. You should, if you complained about running up the score or having the score run up upon you, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. That's what I think. 866-285-4005. You want to get in here?
You can't complain about it when you beat UAPB 70-0.
Dr. K's got the great point. I was more embarrassed. I watched the game. Yeah, that's what you should be mad about, is that you had to watch the thing rather than getting the score run up on you. There's always a way to do something about that. Tackle people. There's always a way. When they put the sportsmanship timing rules in high school football, a decade or more ago or whatever, because teams like Shiloh and PA were putting 80 on these little, one-horse town schools or whatever. And they were, Harding would stop scoring at 50, and they just start running out of bounds on purpose and stuff. I find that more embarrassing, than giving up the points.
Yeah.
When you're going down on purpose and you're punting on first down and all that's more embarrassing than giving up the score, in my opinion. But you know what? If that's your, I would love to hear from one of these people today, because you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
Well,
you ought to be ashamed of yourself.
I think by now it's kind of gone away, and it was happening in the moment as Jackson Dart is throwing the ball all over the place. But you got to understand what Mississippi's position is, which is they're trying to get to the college football playoff. They're going in one direction, you're going in another. They're simply trying to get to the playoff and make every win look as big as possible. Here's the other thing, and this is what we have to take 5 steps backwards. Saturday was incredibly disappointing. However, we said all summer long this was a 5-7 win team. We told you Talon Green was wildly inconsistent. And we told you it boiled down to the 3 M's: Mississippi, Mississippi State, and Missouri. You still got Missouri left on there. You're probably going to lose to Texas. You're probably going to beat La Tech. If I told you August 15th, beat Missouri to go 7-5, every one of you would have signed up for it. Every one of you. And that's where you are. Yes, it's been up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down for most of the season. Inconsistent. But here's where you are. You're 5-4 and 3-3 in the league. It's not the end of the world. This was not a playoff team. This was not a championship level team. It's not a team that was getting to Atlanta. It was not a team that was finishing in the top 5 in the league. But you're here with a chance to go 7-5, which is a huge improvement over where you were last year. Everybody just take a deep breath. Mississippi's just better. Texas is probably going to be better. Maybe you catch them on a night when they're not clicking. But I have this feeling that Stark's going to remember what happened here the last time, and he's coming in to make a point.
That's what Lane did 2 years ago when they embarrassed him in the cold weather. I mean, that's what he came in here and made a point. I mean, I don't know. I understand people's frustration because they are now, I believe, 15-13 in Fayetteville under Sam Pittman, which is just indescribably bad.
They've been outscored 214-87 in their last 6 games at Razorback Stadium in the league.
We have
that's not great.
I believe the Travis Williams contract extension has been put on hold too. By the way, I believe that is been put on hold.
Look, you know what? You can't do it for one game. He's had some really good games.
He hit it as long as he could.
Well,
he hit it until November 1st. He hit it.
He's had some really good games. He's had some clunkers. This was probably the one where everybody popped up and went, "Wow, okay, this ain't great." But still. This all goes back to the offense they couldn't keep up. The defense couldn't slow them down. The offense couldn't keep up, and all of a sudden that gap keeps getting wider and wider and wider. Can't turn the ball over. Got to be able to block them. Can't make Louis Vuitton jokes. This thing is it's going. It's going.
Can someone explain to me why you run a 7-step drop from your own end zone too? Like, where's Bobby Petrino? Can I get a ruling on that, please? I mean, I don't know anything about anything, but I know you don't have time to dilly-dally around in your own end zone, especially with an offensive line that can't block. What is that about?
It was tough. It was
right after a goal line stand. Boy, this is why we can't have nice things, right? You get a goal line stand, the place is on fire, and then there it went. Unbelievable. All right, we'll be back here with more coming up on Ruscin and Zach. It's a big Monday here on ESPN Arkansas.
Due into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym for a while.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone.
Lower T?
Yeah, I went through it a while back. Once you hit 40, your body has less free testosterone. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that ad on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The key ingredient is something called Tesnor, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again, at work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text REP to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T, the #1 selling testosterone booster at GNC. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text REP to 321321. That's REP to 321321.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Guys, remember when you had the energy to tackle anything? If that's starting to feel like a distant memory, it's time to recharge. At Voxy Wellness and Rogers, our injectable weight loss programs do more than burn fat. They boost your energy and confidence. Feel stronger, play harder, and keep up with life. And right now, new patients get $50 off with code VOXY50. Don't wait. Visit VoxyNWA.com to start your comeback. That's V as in victory, OXYNWA.com. Because life's too short to run on empty.
If you're looking for the best Chicago-style pizza outside of the Windy City, you need to head to Cassano's. Every pizza is made from scratch with the freshest ingredients and served the way you want it. And while you enjoy that perfect slice, catch all the games. Cassano's is your premier sports bar with lots of TVs showing all your favorite teams. Your place for the best pizza, coldest drinks, friendliest service, local events, and entertainment. It's Cassano's Chicago-style pizza.
When you're looking for your next side-by-side, motorcycle, ATV, or zero-turn mower, look no further than your local Wood Power Sports store. With convenient locations in Springdale, Fayetteville, and Harrison, we've got 9 brands to choose from. If you can think of it, we've probably got it. These 3 convenient locations also provide you with outstanding service and parts capabilities. Want to know more? Visit us online at woodpowersports.com. Pick your brand, location, or shop all 3. We look forward to earning your business. Wood Power Sports, a solid name you can trust.
The best selection of RVs is now even better at Wheels RV in Springdale. Wheels RV has added Brinkley RVs to the already loaded lineup of Grand Design and Forest River products. See the Brinkley Model Z, the latest innovation in luxury fifth wheels. And like always, every new RV comes with a lifetime warranty, so you can camp with confidence. So stop in and find out why Wheels has been voted best RV dealer year after year. Wheels RV, 5 miles west of exit 72 off of I-49 in Springdale. Seek, explore, discover with Wheels RV.
At Shelter Insurance, we believe insurance should adjust to fit your needs. That's why we work with you to design an auto, home, and life insurance plan that's particular to you. Insurance that fits just right. Ready to check us out? Shelter Insurance. We're your shield. We're your shelter.
Call my friend JT Finley at 479-521-4220 or come by and see him in the heart of Fayetteville off College Avenue.
For over 45 years, Tanksley's Body Shop has been the trusted name in Northwest Arkansas for all your auto collision repair needs. Whether it's a minor dent or a major collision, Tanksley's skilled technicians will get your vehicle looking like new again. John, Mitch, and Arlene understand how important it is to get you back on the road quickly and safely. Visit them today in Springdale and see why generations of families have trusted Tanksley's for nearly half a century. Tanksley's Body Shop. We meet the nicest people by accident.
Hey, Coach, what's up?
I'm a worried there, DQ. I met the old owner of my house, and they still had a key to my house. That made me think, how many keys are out there? What should I do?
I know who you need to call. Pop a Lock. They do more than just unlock cars. They can rekey your home or even install new locks, giving you peace of mind that only you have keys to your home.
Thanks, DQ. That sounds great. Call Papa Lock today, 479-444-9900, for the key moments in your life.
That's right, Coach.
Hey, before you go play, swing by Golf USA in Fayetteville and check out the latest and greatest offerings from the biggest names in golf. With 2 high-definition simulators, an enormous selection, and the most knowledgeable staff, be assured Golf USA is here to make you look and play better. And Golf USA is honored to be included for the 5th time to Golf Digest's Top Fitters list for 2024. Check them out in the Office Depot Hobby Lobby Shopping Center on North College in Fayetteville. Golf USA. We are as golf as it gets.
Vici Aesthetics and Wellness can get you on the track to kickstart your weight loss journey with semaglutide or tirzepatide. They offer a detailed program to all of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma with in-office or telemedicine visits available. Mention this ad on ESPN and get 10% off your first package. Get started on the #1 prescription choice by medical providers for safe and effective weight loss while also reducing cardiovascular risk factors. Call or text Vici Aesthetics and Wellness today at 479-343-8424. 479-343-8424.
Electrical work can be dangerous. Don't let a do-it-yourself mistake lead to a bigger problem. Mr. Sparky's highly trained electricians can handle all of your electrical needs, guaranteeing that your job will be completed safely and within code compliance. Trust the experts at Mr. Sparky. We'll leave your home even safer than we found it. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
ESPN 99.5. It's Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Your news is brought to you by the Good Chair, because I had to have a place to sit. Hit the Good Chair exclusively at the Stadium Shop. Stop by, tell Robert Joe Bonamassa sucks. You want to be seated in the Good Chair. Arkansas football team heads into their second bye week, 5-4, after a 63-31 loss to Ole Miss on Saturday. 3-3 in the league. We'll have 2 weeks to get ready for number 5, Texas. The Arkansas women's basketball team will open their non-con tonight in Fayetteville against Fairfield. Arkansas will host Texas Commerce on Friday at Bud Walton. Men's basketball team going to open up their regular season against Lipscomb on Wednesday. 7 p.m. game time. We're on the air at 6:30. They did lose their final exhibition game. I know nobody saw it or wants to talk about it, but they did lose the final exhibition 66-65 to TCU.
Not worried about that.
Nope, can't. I can't even find video of it.
Don't worry about that.
Cal's on the radio tonight, 7 p.m. Out at Sassy's. He's on Steamboat, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
Will he be there?
Got me.
Great question.
I don't know if there's a
great question, DQ.
I don't know
Great
if there's
question.
a Broadway show or the Knicks are playing. I don't know. Go ahead.
Your poll question.
He's going to go help Bobby Portis track down his stolen goods.
What happened there?
His house got robbed.
Go ahead.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Red check mark to whoever did that.
Right.
Have you already changed your microwave oven clocks to the correct time?
Yeah.
76.7% of people said yes. 23.3% of people like me have said
The 23% is why we can't have nice stuff.
What happened?
They didn't set their clocks.
Oh.
This is why we can't have nice stuff.
Someone replied and just said they let it blink to whatever time it wants.
I can't do this anymore.
No.
I can't do this.
We're living in a society
Really,
here.
it's a
Come on, people.
lawless. It's a lawless land.
Right.
It's like Dodge City, Kansas, at the OK Corral and all that stuff.
I'm glad my car updates the time for me now.
Isn't that nice?
It is nice.
Yeah.
Because my old car didn't.
Mine doesn't.
And it was actually really difficult to change every single time.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
It was.
There were a lot of things about your old car that were difficult.
No, just that.
No, that sound. That was difficult.
How many lights are on the new car?
None.
None of them? All right.
better.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
This one was kind of inspired by our old intern, Will Whitson.
Uh-huh.
Can the slobbering hog represent all Razorback sports or just basketball? This is a lot closer
it's a
than
basketball
I thought
only
it would
thing.
be. 55.6% said only use it in basketball. 44.4% of people said it should be used in all sports.
And I'll tell you something else. Until football, shows a little more gumption at home, I would take away the hog that they have now and just put the front-facing hog on the helmet. Punish them. Give them Pumbaa. They deserve Pumbaa. That's what they deserve.
Someone said they shouldn't use the slobbering hog at all.
That's also a take that I don't necessarily disagree with.
To quote DQ, that's a bad take.
No. It's a bad take. It's a fine take.
And are you the type of person who bags up your leaves, or do you just hope the wind blows them away? 90.5% of people said, wind, please do your job. I just didn't know people bagged up their leaves.
Yeah.
Until I started going to a neighborhood where, everyone does it. The whole street has little bags of paper bags of leaves.
Trick or treating?
Society.
No.
What a
casing people's houses?
No.
What were
it's
you
a
doing?
Beautiful thing.
What were you doing in a neighborhood that bags leaves?
9.5% of the voters said they bag them up. And those are your polls.
Wow.
Go touch grass.
I was not ready.
You vacuum them up?
Can you hit that for me?
What are you doing over there?
I was looking at something. I was looking up some stats.
Statistical information?
Yes, actually, I was. And
you're doing your job.
No, actually, I fell asleep at the wheel. It's pretty much what I did.
Right. Okay. We'll edit all this later. It'll sound great.
Got it.
Kind of walk
What
on
you
that.
guys talk about now is polls. I have 982 photos of polls. They're weird. They're bad. I like them. Polls.
2, 3,
Let's talk
4.
about polls. Do you know what kind of bothers me? Polls. I like having access to all of my polls. And he did the best thing he could for the show.
Which was?
Polls.
You know what else solves the leaf problem? Good, strong leaf blower. Blow them into your neighbor's yard.
Yeah.
Let them deal with it.
Or the street.
Your neighbor's yard.
It's
Yeah,
the city's
does the
problem.
city
man.
get mad if you blow them into
Who
the
cares?
street?
Yeah, they're leaves. What
They
are we
work
gonna
for
do?
me.
That's
They
true.
work for me.
That's
Who
true.
cares what the city thinks? Thank you, DQ. 866-285-4005. If you would like to react to, and I am honestly curious what you think out there about all this stuff. As the football team got 63 put on them on Saturday by Ole Miss in their stadium, and I don't think it was that close, to be perfectly honest with you. So what do you think about that? Do we have to discuss this? Can we quit with the whole bird flapping the wings thing? Does anybody know what that means? The question I've been asked most is not what are they going to do about Pittman. The question I would ask most is what the hell is this like flapping your wings thing mean? They always do it. What does it mean?
They need to
I don't know.
stop. Whatever.
I don't
it
know. I don't know. Maybe we can crowdsource and get an answer to this thing. I don't know. But yeah, that happened here. And then can you imagine these poor people? God, they need a hug. They need an unlimited supply of powdered donuts to drown their sorrows in. I don't know. But these people who are Razorback fans, and then they turn around and willingly, by their own choice, watch the Cowboys play on Sunday afternoon. These people, bless their hearts.
It's been a tough fall.
Bless their hearts. They've got to be the sickest people in America.
Yeah, it was funny. I was watching a Sunday Countdown, and I'm looking at the Cowboy game, and I text a buddy of mine. I'm like, bet everything you have on the Falcons today. They will cover 100%. I got back, nope, Cowboy fan until the end. After it was over, I got a very meek reply. Should have listened to you. I'm done with this team.
Right.
They are. I told you this earlier, and maybe this might be jumping to conclusions a little bit, but I believe that the Super Bowl window with Mike McCarthy is over. I don't think that's going to happen.
I believe two things happened over the weekend. I believe Arkansas's playoff chances were dashed, and the Cowboys' Super Bowl window is officially closed. Yes, I believe those things are true. Listen, all Dallas did in the summer was get worse and more expensive. That's it. They didn't do anything. And now, trying to save face, Jerry's talking about being active at the deadline.
Stop.
Other than Parsons, what do they have that anyone else would want? Nothing. They got nothing. CeeDee's hurt. Dak's hurt. You're paying Prescott all this money. He gets hurt again. Micah Parsons has been hurt. What do they have? The kicker?
Oh, well, you may have draft capital. I don't know what their draft capital situation looks like, but there's nothing you're going to bring in this year that's going to fix all of that. I mean, they left Zeke home.
They are
for
getting
disciplinary reasons.
They are getting a new coach next year. Here's your optimism if you're a Cowboy fan. You're getting a new coach next year. You're going to have the same quarterback that's not going to win anything important, but you are getting a new coach next year. So there will be some level of excitement and interest in that when that is all revealed and put together next season. So you've got that. You've got the draft. Like that's it. But there is no hope here. There's no hope here. It's over. It's over. They have on the FPI, Dallas has a 6% chance of making the playoffs this year.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
Probably being very kind.
It's not going to happen.
So McCarthy's cooked. Like there's no, you can't bring back. Mike Zimmer should never work again in football. He should be at that elementary school with John Chavis running defense. They've gotten so bad, and even when Parsons were there, they weren't that good defensively. It's a total. They got worse and more expensive over the offseason. That's all that Dallas did. If you want to root for that, I mean, by God, get after it. I don't understand why you'd want to do that, but whatever. The Eagles may be able to name their score Sunday afternoon.
Well, don't get carried away. The Eagles are not they're not clicking yet. But when Washington rolls in, Jaden Daniels going to throw all over them. That's the Eagles have their own issues. They got through one yesterday, but when Jaden Daniels comes to town, man, may put up. It may look like the Lions all over again, 47-9.
Yeah.
And at what point did the Cowboys let go of the rope? That's the other question.
Well, when you're when your quarterback is seen on TV and around the world saying, "We bleeping suck."
Yeah, that's a
that
problem.
may be a moment where everybody kind of looks around going, all right, this might be time to pack this in.
I knew this was coming. Text out of the 479. What are the Hogs' chances of making a bowl game? You're going to a bowl game. You're going to beat La Tech. The question is, can you beat Missouri to get to 7 wins? That's the question. A bowl game is inevitable. I don't know if you've watched La Tech. They're horrible.
Unfortunately, I have watched.
That's
La
a
Tech.
bad Sun Belt team. I mean, in their own league, they're bad.
Yeah, they're terrible.
Yeah,
but what's
they're
going to
awful.
happen is, they're 97% to get to 6 wins according to the FPI. But we know what's going to happen. Arkansas won't cover. They'll fart around and play with them and toy with them for 2 quarters, and then they'll finally, their experience and their talent will kick it in the second half, and they'll win the game, but it will be closer than it should be.
UAB game all over again.
Exactly. That's exactly what's going to happen. We know it's in their stadium. It's the week after Texas, where they're all going to be all gussied up and ready to go, and they'll play with their food against Louisiana Tech. I don't think there's any question. The question going into this past Saturday's game, we made it very clear. Can Lane Kiffin win a big game, or does Arkansas, again, play poorly and is not able to handle success well? And the answer was that's the way it went. Lane Kiffin won a big game, and Arkansas did not handle the success of a terrific performance against a bad Mississippi State team. They took that to heart as if they'd had some great accomplishment, and they didn't. And then they got whooped.
I think Ole Miss played their A+ game. Ole Miss was on. I mean, they were rolling offensively, defensively, and Arkansas played their C+ game, and this is what you get when you play your C+ game. I think it had more to do with Ole Miss being dialed in and playing well than it did. Arkansas could have played their A game, and I don't think they wouldn't have. They would have lost by 20 to that team on Saturday.
I would agree with you if we don't have so many receipts on this happening in that stadium under Sam Pittman. Like if you were, how many games? 15 and 13. So what is that? 28. If you were 21-7 in your stadium, and that was one of the 7, okay, you ran into the wrong team at the wrong time. But they are so bad at playing at home that I think that's part of it. Is I don't know if they're too comfortable. I don't know if they take the lockers away. I don't know what they need to do.
You could have played that game in Oxford. You could play that game in Ann Arbor. It wouldn't have mattered. Ole Miss would have won, and they would have won by a lot. I get what you're saying. I mean, we've got plenty of evidence. UAB earlier this year, Liberty. I mean, you can run down the list of teams that they just they
beat the worst team in FBS 28-6. That's embarrassing. You should beat that team 55-6.
Here's it. Does Arkansas have an A game? Yeah, you saw it on display against Tennessee.
A week ago against Mississippi State, they had an A game.
What
are you talking about?
You, me, DQ, and 8 of our friends could have gone and given Mississippi State.
It was an A performance. They didn't determine who was on the schedule. I would feel much better if the Louisiana Tech game was in Ruscin. I'll tell you that much.
Shreveport open on that weekend.
I mean, my God.
Shreveport's always been a house of horrors for Arkansas. God. Ugh. Play SMU down there. God, what a terrible.
And I know there's some people of some influence that listen to me and listen to this show. So let me give you a nickel's worth of free advice. Now, this is not the reason they lost the game by any stretch of the imagination. Ole Miss was just better. But for the love of God and all things holy, will you quit playing artificial music when Arkansas's offense is on the field? You need to be quiet when Arkansas's offense is on the field. They're trying to communicate. You know how they always say, let me break this down for you, because apparently we got some people who are have difficult grasping this concept. What do they always say when a team is on the road and the offense is on the field? Crowd noise. Got to prepare for crowd noise. Arkansas may be the only program, and it's of their own doing. They're playing music that have to prepare for crowd noise at home when they're on offense. They don't put any signage up, quiet offense working like they do in the NFL or in like real stadiums where teams play. It's absurd. The offense comes out there and, people are trying to communicate, get the call in or whatever, and all you hear is, turn down for what? What are you doing? Get out of your own way. No music of all, if any, maybe the marching band a little bit, but no artificial music when Arkansas's offense is on the field. I mean, just get out of your own way, for crying out loud. All of this is not that complicated. Again, it's not why they lost, but it's just irritating. Okay.
Good now?
And does anybody understand why they ran a 7-step drop in their own end zone? I cannot for the life of me. I didn't understand that when I watched it. I don't know. Another thing, Zach, when you go to the games, it's real easy to see when Taylor Green misreads the zone, the RPO stuff. Yeah. You can tell because you see a running back running scot-free down the field without the football. You're like, oh, whoops. He misread that one.
There wasn't much to like. Look, they got beaten every phase of the game. The offensive line got worked by a Louis Vuitton defensive line, apparently. The defense, Travis Williams is good at his job. He's not great. He's learning on the job. But he's learning against, look, the offense that Sark runs, that Kiffin runs, those offenses are similar, and they're hard to stop. Next week, when you get Texas in here with better players, unless Texas is just having an off game, they're going to move the football.
Look, Travis Williams deserves credit. He hid this from us from as long as he could. It was November 2nd when we found out how bad the secondary was. So, I mean, he hid it from us for the better part of 2 months.
I mean, we knew.
They disguised it pretty well.
LSU kind of pointed the arrow at the secondary. It's the weakest link in their defense is that back four. And they've had some injuries. They've had some guys that have left the team through injury or otherwise through the portal. That hasn't helped. But you want to help your secondary out? Get a pass rush. Flush him. Get him moving. Move him off his spot. They didn't. They didn't play very good complimentary football. I'm trying to think of something nice to say. It was just ugly. I mean, it's the only way to put it. It was just ugly. It's not the end of the world. They're better than you. Flush it, move on. You're going to get a team that's going to be inside the top 10 probably when they get here this week. Texas is playing Florida. But when they arrive, they're going to be inside the top 10. It's another week to get another quality SEC opponent.
Do you want to look for something positive?
Yes, please.
Singleton played well. 207, 79 completion percentage. He didn't throw a pick. He didn't look completely lost. He played well. The quarterbacks play. I mean, your quarterbacks throw for 365. Again, we have this. We see this issue that is creeping up where they get into inside the 20 and can't score, which is regardless of coordinator. That's an Arkansas thing because they've all had that problem. What do you call it? Bryles, Enos, and now Petrino. They can't score inside the 20.
We've got texters and listeners drawing lines in the sand. Drake in Little Rock has texted. I've watched Louisiana Tech several times this year due to wagering interests. And I'll tell you this. If we lose to La Tech, we have to fire everyone. Honestly, it's not even a possibility. DQ, translate this for me. They are so trash bag terrible. That's bad, right?
Yes,
if they're not going to lose, they're going to play with their food, and La Tech will cover, but Arkansas will win the game.
They'll win. They'll
that's
get
right.
bowl eligible. You're going to get 15 more practices in a bowl game,
and then we'll get to see a documentary on Larry the bowling ball on the propaganda app, and it'll be wonderful. Everybody will feel happy again, and they'll be like, "Hey, we can go beat Missouri," and then maybe they will go beat Missouri. I don't know if Brady Cook plays or not.
Here's a text out of the 479 talking about hiding the secondary. UAPB did say our secondary looked big and slow.
Now, wait a minute. Wait just a minute, because I told you what that guy said, and I was laughed off of this radio station. Oh, that guy didn't know what he's talking about. He's at UAPB. What does he know about anything? I was laughed at, mocked, ridiculed, scorned for even sharing the fact that, who cares what that kid thinks? He's just mad because of this, that, and the other thing. Well, he was right.
Well,
and if you didn't believe him, that's on you. That's not on me. That's not on him. I mean, come on.
But here's the thing.
But please keep flapping your wings every time you get an incompletion and you're down 30.
It all goes back to whether or not you can move the football and keep the football away. Look, if your defense is struggling, you got to be able to control the ball. And that offense, the way it is currently constructed, simply cannot stay on the field long enough. We told you that Taylor Green was inconsistent. We hammered the point home. This is just who he is. I was having arguments with Hacker over the weekend. He thinks he's good enough to go start at Alabama or Ohio State. I'm like, I don't know who you're watching, but no, he's a guy that needs development, and unfortunately, he's learning. Maybe in the toughest league in the country.
We're 9 games in, and he still misses easy stuff. I mean, that's the deal. This is not come on.
Here's somebody that wants to go get Signetti. Let me ask you, why would Signetti give up what he's got to come here?
This is another thing about the whole firing a coach deal. Are you going to get a more qualified, better candidate that you're just going to run out of here in 5 years when he goes 7-5 or 6-6 in his 5th year?
If he goes 7-5, you can't get rid of him.
Like, if Pittman goes 6-6, they won't get rid of him.
No, you can't.
He's the third lowest paid coach in the SEC. They're trying to save some bucks right now. That's why they're charging us more for beer and concessions at the stadium. Listen, they are praying this guy for a lot of reasons wins that Louisiana Tech game because they can't afford another coaching search. They're already paying Calipari $8 million. Good Lord.
In Arkansas, we know the value of hard work, community, and service. Steve Womack has been a steadfast voice for us in Congress, always putting our needs first. From supporting local businesses to investing in our schools, Steve Womack has been there every step of the way. On November 5th, vote to re-elect Steve Womack, a proven leader, a trusted neighbor.
I'm Steve Womack, and I approve this message because our future is about more than just politics.
Paid for by Womack for Congress.
It's that time of year, jackpot season. Play the new $1 Million Jackpot Scratch-Off ticket from the Arkansas Scholarship Lottery. You might just, win one. It's the biggest instant prize of the year, and that's just the icing on the cake. There's more than $50 million in prizes out there waiting for a winner. Be that winner. Try the new $1 Million Jackpot ticket in stores now at a lottery retailer near you. Happy jackpot season. Call 1-800-522-4700 for Problem Gambling Helpline.
You'll be the most valuable player at your tailgate when you cook with upper choice and prime meat from Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville. Score big with Richard's Tailgate and Smoker Bundles and ready-to-cook chicken wings, shop-made sausages, gourmet burgers, jalapeno poppers, and loaded bratwursts. No other meat market is in the same league when it comes to the selection, quality, and value you get from Richard's. Call ahead to place your order at 479-443-0000. Richard's Country Meat Market in Fayetteville, 1 block east of College and Rolling Hills Drive.
The All-American Steakhouse in Springdale is gaining a reputation for the best steakhouse in Northwest Arkansas for their steaks and entrees, like the blackened chicken pasta, mushroom marsala pork chops, and of course their ribs. Choose the salmon salad, blue cheese wedge, or chicken Caesar salad if you're in a lighter mood. You know their wings. They'll get you through any football game. We can't name everything on the menu, so download their app or go to theallamericansteakhouse.com and start planning your next visit. You'll also find information about their event space. Holiday party planning is here, so don't miss out. The All-American Steakhouse and Sports Theater on Sunset in Springdale.
Take a moment and think of one thing you really wanted to do recently, but you didn't because your foot, leg, or back pain got in the way. Hi, this is Mike with the Good Feet Store. Well, you're not alone. We hear it all the time. Folks are fed up with living with pain that's keeping them from doing what they love, and they look to us at the Good Feet Store for a solution. And that's why we're here, to help get you back out there. Good Feet Arch Supports, which you can only get at the Good Feet Store, are designed to alleviate and even eliminate foot, knee, hip, and back pain. Plus, they provide improved balance, more comfort, and, well, just a better life. We'd like to help you turn your pain into possibilities. With a free fitting at the Good Feet Store, you'll be personally fit by an arch support specialist, and you'll get to walk around and see how Good Feet Arch Supports feel. Then you can decide if they're right for you. We're located across from Walmart on Mall Avenue in Fayetteville, and in Rogers on West Pauline Parkway behind Gearhead Outfitters in the district. For over 30 years, the Good Feet Store has been helping people get back to doing the things they love without their feet getting in the way.
With tens of thousands of satisfied patients across America, it's no surprise QC Kinetics gets 5-star reviews.
I'm feeling on top of the world because of QC Kinetics.
I'm able to do the things that I wasn't able to do for a long time.
I can recommend them highly. I would recommend QC to anybody.
QC Kinetics has changed my life.
I couldn't believe it. I honestly was skeptical, but the pain went from a 10 to a 0.
Real people with real lasting relief from joint pain.
QC Kinetics Regenerative Medicine is regenerating me.
I'm super successful, and I recommend everyone seek out QC Kinetics as an alternative to surgery.
This non-surgical approach is definitely the future.
I tell as many people as possible. I am an ambassador. I love QC Kinetics.
QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in advanced regenerative medicine. No drugs, no surgery. Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234.
Are you a cigar connoisseur or just cigar curious? The Cigar District carries both powerhouse brands like Davidoff as well as boutique brands and a wide assortment of cigar accessories. If you don't want to pick up your favorites and leave, then feel free to enjoy their customer lounge or courtyard patio. For those looking for a private membership experience, check out their cigar club featuring lockers, an upscale lounge, meeting room, and rooftop patio. Ladies, would you like to learn about cigars or pick up something special for your guy? The Cigar District is ready to help. The Cigar District, located just off the Bentonville Square, 200 Southeast 6th Street in Bentonville, or online at thecigardistrict.com.
Hey there, good Monday morning to 4029 meteorologist Majestic Storm with your Get Ready Weather forecast. Take it easy across those area roadways this morning as we have seen significant rainfall overnight and early this morning. Still watching for some scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms. Daytime highs this afternoon will rise into the mid-70s, but be prepared for another round of strong to severe storms this afternoon and tonight. Strong damaging winds, large hail, and even some strong tornadoes will be possible. I'm 4029 meteorologist Majestic Storm. Stay safe.
ESPN 99.5.
The most influential show in Arkansas. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
We continue here on ESPN Arkansas. And the Hit That Line Now app, 866-285-4005. There's a couple of things that we can bring our resident young person, DQ, in here to explain to us. Number one, why do young people continue to celebrate when they haven't done anything? You know, we've seen with various athletic teams or whatnot. Like, how many times in any game that you watch, take Arkansas out of it, you know, it's like 58-3, and there's an incompletion, and there's the DB going, no, waving his arms. What are you doing, man?
DQ, why do they do
What is that?
Hi, DQ. Sorry,
Hi.
we've been yapping. Well, what's up? How's your weekend?
It was good.
Okay.
Saw a lot of leaves bagged up on the side of the street. Yeah, it's pretty nice. Yeah. But why do people in their early 20s feel like they have to celebrate things that aren't really worth celebrating? I don't understand.
You got to celebrate the small stuff.
Why? A pass breakup when it's 58-6 is a small thing. That's true.
I don't know why. It's just
Okay.
just because.
All right. Do you have any thoughts on this? You have a young
I do.
daughter,
I'm a
like
young mouthy person. Because
they
they
run their mouth when like they haven't done anything to run their mouth about. You know what I mean?
Do you remember?
Yeah.
And this is the first time maybe I noticed it. In the 2003 SEC championship game, down 30-3. Batman Carroll knocks a ball away and decides to get up in one of the Georgia receivers' faces. And it's like, what are you doing? Or maybe it was Lawrence Richardson. It was Ahmad Carroll or Lawrence Richardson was one of them. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? But that's what it is. It's about creating that little moment for me right there. You put it on social media, me knocking a pass away. The score's irrelevant. But that's where we are. I mean, you'll see.
Well, and I mean, usually with the scores run up that much, it's not first string people in the game.
Also true. An excellent point.
So it's like this may have been one of the few times they're getting on the field all year.
Here's a text from North Carolina.
God. Did they really?
I like the fact that Arkansas is celebrating with a fake wrestling belt when scoring a touchdown to bring it within 33.
Please tell me that's not true. Please lie to me. Tell me
I
that's
think
not
Ole Miss
true.
still dunks on the goal when they're scoring and losing, though. I mean, I think that's still a thing.
Yeah,
I just don't understand this world. And this is not an Arkansas grievance. This is a world grievance. Like, you don't do anything, yet you get to parade around the bases pumping your fist like you're Kirk Gibson at Game 1 of the World Series, which, of course, is a reference too old for some of these people. But what I don't know,
30-year-old.
I don't understand that. Like, I just don't understand that.
We're also talking about a generational difference.
Let me tell you the words that I heard once upon a time that maybe people of a certain age need to hear. Celebrate rarely, grind daily. Maybe that's
It's a
that's what you need to
generational
do.
difference. You're becoming one of us. You're becoming a get off my lawn guy. Now, to some, again, in the social media game, those sort of things are great because you need those when the Razorback football official football account puts out a touchdown to cut it to 33, and seven.
Get the belt. Get the
7 for 7. You know, you got to have that stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I don't get it. I don't think it's worth celebrating, but hey, that may be your only moment in a game or a season.
I enjoy celebrations. I don't think you should just hand the ball to the official, but maybe you want to consider it when you're getting your hat handed to you in a game. But when you're winning the game or when you take the lead in a game, That's fine. I know you're playing well in a game. But if you're playing poorly, maybe let's just, maybe it's time to just go back to the sideline. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Bob says, take 5, go yell at the clouds that are moving in. Okay. I need to do. I don't know.
It was a bad day. It was just a bad day.
Here's another thing that I would like to bring a DQ on. On a totally different, unfootball related. The Collins Dictionary has made brat word of the year.
Really?
Brat. Yes.
That surprises me.
Does that have some sort of hidden meaning that I'm not aware of?
Yeah.
So there was an album that came out over the summer called Brat by Charlie XCX.
Right.
By who?
It was Brat Summer this summer.
Yeah, we just missed Brat Summer.
Hold on.
Yeah, it was Brat Summer.
That was a lot of information.
Okay.
Who is this
Charlie
artist?
XCX has been...
Hold on. Stop. Slow down.
Charlie XCX.
Okay, I didn't get that.
You got to read it to him like a Wikipedia
please.
entry. Charlie XCX
I don't know
records music for a living.
Thank you.
All right.
It's
a she.
She's
okay.
a singer.
Uh-huh.
She's been around a while, but this album is
When
really
you say
like...
a while, what are we talking?
I mean, she's probably been making music since like 2010-ish.
Okay. All right. That's a while.
But
All right.
this album, Brat, is more of like an EDM DJ type of album, but she's still singing on
Is it kind of like a speakeasy?
It's club music.
Is it a speakeasy where no one's heard of it, but only
No.
the cool kids?
Everyone's heard of it.
I have not heard of it, so don't say everyone.
Brat is characterized by being confident, independent, and hedonistic.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Whoa. Let's get. Yeah, I like the last.
It
part
talks
of
a
that.
lot about
Yes.
doing no.
No. All right.
It talks a lot about doing coke.
Okay. All right.
But it's club music
Yeah, well,
essentially.
Clubs and
What else do you do in
Yeah,
there?
clubs
I mean,
and rails. I mean, that's kind of what you do.
So-
Also, you do coke at Section 336 at Kyle Field, apparently. That's another
So
place
this
you do
summer it was Brat Summer because she was going on tour for this album.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry,
that?
I don't know who Charlie
XCX.
Is that IE?
What Super Bowl is that?
I think
120?
I think it's with an I.
Oh, just
And
CHRLI. Okay.
Little fun fact.
Yeah, I love fun facts.
So whenever she was making music in like 2014,
Mhm.
Charlie XCX, the XCX was in all caps. But when she came out with Brat, she changed the XCX to being all lowercase.
Whoa!
Hey, wow.
Whoa!
Well, she groans up and she groans up.
Can she be around to play halftime at Super Bowl XCX? Because that would be pretty funny, right?
What year would that be?
Well, it'd be 110. So
50-something
In, like,
50 years from now?
50-something years.
50
I think
years
she's
from now?
probably around 30.
2074?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
She'll be 80. She can get
Okay,
up there.
so-
Mick Jagger can do it.
How come I didn't know it was Brat Summer?
You must.
You
You
weren't
had
paying
to
attention. I
have
don't
been
know.
not paying attention.
Yeah.
Because it was a big deal
Where?
everywhere.
In the Brat Summer, it was a big deal.
Personally, I didn't like the album that much, but I don't like club music, so
Okay.
Is this EDM?
it would be like EDM, kind of, yeah.
Here we go. Text out of Missouri. Finally, back to normal 99.5 ESPN talk. Coke and sex.
Hell yeah.
That's right.
Right.
It was a lot.
That's right.
Okay, I have a question, and I'm not directing this at anyone on our staff.
Oh, boy.
But
Oh, boy.
where do you two come down
Oh, boy.
on going to a sporting event in which participant A and B are participating, but you are going to wear items of clothing from Team C?
You mean like the guy wearing an Ohio State shirt at the Razorback game on
This is
Saturday?
the clown I want to talk about.
Okay. All right.
Where do you guys come down on that?
It's odd.
It's weird,
It's
right?
like watching a dog walk backwards.
Now,
It's just
DQ,
strange.
is it a cry for help that if you're at a Penn State Ohio State game from this, and you're wearing West Virginia stuff, is that a cry
That's
for help?
weird.
It is
You
weird,
shouldn't
right?
even be let into the stadium.
Thank you. You shouldn't be let into the stadium. I bring this up because Ty is going to a football game this weekend in which Arkansas is not playing. However, he will wear a top to bottom, head to toe Razorback stuff, including a hog hat.
That's not true, is it?
That is 1,000% true.
He's not very smart. It might be true. I mean, I'm just saying.
He's, a theater guy. He's that guy. He's that guy.
Yeah.
I mean, we make fun of these people at the London games, when the Vikings and the Colts are playing and he's wearing a Jaguars jersey.
Well, that's different because they get they get 2 games a year. So if you like football, it's your only chance to go. You can go to any football game in this country and wear, and wear your stuff, another team's stuff, whatever. I saw a guy wearing Ohio State gear at Razorback Stadium on Saturday. I'm not making that up.
What are you doing? I mean, are you just...
Maybe he couldn't get into State College. He had to settle for this one.
DQ, I mean, this is a cry for help. This is a please pay attention to me moment, right?
Well, I don't want to say that. I just don't think you should do that.
Okay. All right.
There's some other words.
Yeah, here's Mac and Bono says there was a guy at the TCU Arkansas basketball game in full Kentucky gear.
Maybe he's
That's
just...
'cause of Cal?
Shouldn't he wear Calipari gear?
That would be like wearing a Taylor Swift shirt to a Kiss concert.
Right.
It makes no sense.
No. Here are some other word of the year contenders. Brain rot.
Yeah.
The inability to think clearly caused by excessive consumption of low-quality online content.
That's a good one.
Well, we got a lot of brain rot in this audience, right? Because we have a lot of low-quality online content.
Very
here at
true.
Ruscin and Zach. This is an interesting one. Looks maxing. DQ?
I don't know that one.
Attempting to maximize the attractiveness of one's physical appearance.
Okay. Yeah.
Notice attempting is the word there that I would like to focus on. Delulu.
Oh, yeah, delusional. That one,
utterly mistaken or unrealistic in one's idea of expectations. Let me use it in a sentence. People thinking Arkansas was going to beat Ole Miss were Delulu.
My daughter calls me Delulu all the time.
Yeah. Delulu.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see here.
Did doom
anti-tourism.
What's that?
The act of undertaking. No, wait a minute. Opposition to or action against large-scale tourism. My anti-tourism.
DQ, if it was Brat Summer, is it bitter ex-wife winter? What is?
Well, so you could. This is kind of a dated reference, but I still feel like so. There's Brat Summer, and then you have Sad Autumn Girl Fall.
Sad Autumn Girl Fall. That's very wordy.
That's the point of it.
No. Okay. Delulu. All right, this is ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app, 866-285-4005. Bet Saracen is Arkansas's favorite sports betting app. If you'd like to make a little wager on your favorite sporting event, Bet Saracen is right there on your phone. Check it out, all the action tonight and throughout the rest of football season and all the sports. It's all there on the Bet Saracen app. Just go to the App Store and download Bet Saracen or go to betsaracen.com. App Store, Bet Saracen, or betsaracen.com. We continue right after these messages.
On ESPN Arkansas, download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas, more than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacale.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouse. Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappies.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Basketball fans, it's that time of year again. The NBA is back. From opening tip-off to buzzer beaters, BetOnline has you covered with the best odds, biggest promotions, and live in-game betting on all of your favorite teams. This season, every game matters. BetOnline has every stat, matchup, breakdown, and live odds to bet on during the games. And it's not just the NBA. BetOnline has odds on everything from football, MLB playoffs, NHL, to even political props. Head to the website today to get in on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Hey, ESPN 96.3 and hitthatline.com. Have you been to Swark Liquor? Trey Gentry and his team have a phenomenal spot. It's the first liquor stop in Arkansas for our Dallas and Texas fans traveling up to the hill. So if you're heading to Fayetteville, the lake, a cabin weekend, hunting, fishing, or any other activity you need your favorite drink, stop by Swark Liquor. And check out their apparel too. You'll want to wear it. Swark Liquor, 864 East Collin Ray Drive in Queen, Arkansas. Swark Liquor, we promise to keep them cold for you.
Hey everybody, this is Tyson Van. Dad, tell everyone about your job at Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash.
Power washing, son. I've been working in the business for over 15 years, all over the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas, residential or commercial. At Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash, our cleaning services include exterior home, fence, driveways, walkways, gutters, pool deck cleansing, and more.
Call my dad at 479-763-5561.
Mike
Jr.'s Mobile Wash. One call, cleans it all.
On ESPN.
15% discount counts on Precision Comfort Heating and Cooling.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted best garage door company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Pickup truck, sports car, motorcycle, minivan, townhouse, two-story, farmhouse, fixer-upper. What you drive and where you live is different for everyone, so it's important to have insurance that fits your needs and is just right for you. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that, which is why our agents help you design a comprehensive auto, home, and life insurance plan. Insurance that fits just right.
Call Scott Comiskey in Bella Vista or Steve Harp in Springdale.
Who can you trust to sell your home for the most money with the least amount of drama? You need a team of agents with decades of experience, commitment, and of course, tens of thousands in marketing. I'm talking about the Limbird team. Tara Limbird, Limbird Real Estate Group, has sold over $1 billion in real estate. Tara's team can give you a cash offer in 72 hours, or use Tara's high-octane marketing to sell your home quite possibly for thousands over asking. Find out more at LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD.
Do you, a family member or friend, have diabetes? While the condition is well known, the side effects are not. Wounds don't always heal the same when a person has diabetes. So what do you do? Dr. Doug Friesen has the answers on the Wound Wrap podcast. Wound Wrap is your #1 resource for all things wounds. It's now available on the Hit That Line podcast network. Just search Hit That Line wherever you listen to podcasts and find it on hitthatline.com. Wound Wrap with Dr. Doug Friesen.
Walk-Ons is always a win, whether it's for a post-game celebration, drinks with the crew, or an easy weeknight dinner. Walk-Ons has you covered. Scratch-made dishes, wall-to-wall TVs, craft beers and cocktails. Dig into their mouth-watering menu items like po' boys, gumbo, and voodoo shrimp, plus fan favorites like juicy burgers and fresh salads. Find your nearest location in Rogers, Fayetteville, Fort Smith, Conway, and Little Rock, or order online or in the app. Walk-On Sports Bistro for the win.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
We are here on Big Monday here on ESPN Arkansas. And they Hit That Line Now app, 866-285-4005. Text us, call us, sit there, listen quietly. That's what's going on there, all right? Pretty happy? Not really. Nobody's happy.
It's Monday.
Yeah, nobody's
Hell
happy.
no, we're not happy.
Right. No, we're not. We're not happy at all. Nobody's happy. Hacker sent in a picture of Statler and Waldorf.
Yeah, Hacker doesn't like when we make fun of him.
Oh, he doesn't?
No, not at all.
So you like fun in general?
Not really.
Okay.
No. He likes his opinions and his opinions only, which
Right.
during this time of year seems appropriate.
Okay. Well, that's right.
Yeah.
That's about
There it is.
the way it is right there. Yeah. Let's see here. JT texting in. Has anything changed in the last hour? Or is Ole Miss still throwing
Oh, come on
touchdown
now.
bombs?
Yo. Relax. It's over. The bad man is gone. You can come out now.
He can't hurt you anymore.
Really. Settle down. It's okay. Now, there's a bad man coming in 2 weeks, but, you've got a little bit of a window.
Yeah. Checks my notes. Quinn, oh, no. Oh, no.
I'd rather face Ewers than Jackson Dart, but
you said Jackson Dart sucked.
I went to USC. I have a blind spot there.
Really?
Yeah, I do.
No kidding.
Yeah, I do. I have a real blind spot there.
All right. We're AOR here on this thing here. What did you think of the Barkley hurdle?
Woo! Saquon's pretty good. I like him. Saquon's pretty dang good.
Yeah. How about Sirianni leaving like 12 points on the field every week? What is he doing?
He's Nick Sirianni. Here's a text. Guys, pass a white van with ESPN on the side between Cotter and Yellville. Did I pass a celebrity?
Yes, you did.
No.
Yeah.
Who?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's famous.
Somebody's out there.
Yeah, that's right. All right. You want to talk about this one or not really?
Fine. Well,
okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So yesterday, see, here's how the internet works, okay? Let me explain to you how the internet works. If anybody credible has a scoop on news, they're going to put their name on it.
Right.
So when my father sent me a breaking news bulletin from a poster who's didn't put their name on it and their profile picture was of John Calipari, to me, that's not legitimate news. Let's play the old game we all know and love. Let's say it out loud.
What did the post say?
That they are working out a way to make the money work where Sam is going to retire at the end of the year. Okay, here are a couple things here we need to know. Number one, I watched this guy a lot on Saturday. He's not moving around that bad. I mean, he's got a hit, sure, but it's not as bad for some reason as it looks on TV. I mean, I saw him walk at the start of the game when they ran on the field. He, goes down the sideline. He was in the coach's box pretty quickly. So he's not moving around as bad as it looks on TV. Number one. Number two, let's say it out loud. You're making $5.25 million. And just out of the kindness of your heart, you're going to stop making $5.25 million because your team doesn't win 10 games every year. They win 6. Who's taking that deal? Nobody's taking that deal. If we know anything about anything, the most important thing to Sam is his money, and he's going to get every dime of it. There is no chance he quote unquote retires. Okay, so this is not going anywhere.
See, I come at it from a different angle, which is now I saw the tweet, and it said that the BOT was having closed door meetings. They can't get these people to a scheduled meeting.
Right.
You think they're just going to get off their butts on a Sunday and show up somewhere?
Right.
They're coming from all over the state.
Right.
This doesn't work like that. Sam may retire at the end of the year, but it's not going to be because of a meeting that happened after the Ole Miss game. It's just not going to happen. It's not how this
He will never retire because he doesn't get the money. You got to fire him to get the money.
The mechanics of it just don't line up. I think we're wishing and hoping. I think somebody thought they had a piece of information and ran with it. Again, to your point, if anybody credible put their name next to that, I would go, okay.
If you have a story like that, you put your name on it. Just like when Wes Moore reported that John Calipari is going to be the next coach at Arkansas. A person in the business put their name on it, not some faceless troll somewhere at the Ruscin troll factory using social media to manipulate you.
Can we start that movement here, please?
What's that?
Like if a guy with 90 followers decides that he's going to put out there that there's this big BOT,
I think he made it up. I don't think there's any truth to it at all.
Okay.
He made it up just to go viral.
I think maybe he believed it was true, and we'll go with that.
Well, I don't.
Okay, but we'll run.
People put stuff online just to go viral. They don't care.
But unless you've got somebody that you recognize whose Twitter page doesn't have John Calipari's face on it, can we just maybe get a second source? Nobody else is confirming this.
But what happens is not to get too in the weeds on all this misinformation stuff, but on the same device, you can read a real thing right above a fake thing. So it all looks the same. So it's subterfuge. Like, people don't know what's real and what's not real because of the technology that exists in our hands now. I don't think he'll retire because he doesn't get any of the money. Like, it doesn't make sense. His agent would be... Jimmy Sexton will never let anybody retire and get none of the money. I mean, are we crazy?
Now, the alleged meeting was on Zoom. I don't care. These people don't get off their couches. This isn't the way they function. It is a big to-do when they get together. They don't. This is a non-starter.
I saw no one I trust report this, therefore it didn't happen as far as I'm concerned. Now, you can believe whatever you want to believe because it's kind of a hopeless place with Razorback football right now. I understand that. But no one credible said this that I've seen.
Nope.
So I don't think it happened. As far as I think it was just someone made it up. Hey, watch what I can do to these people. Watch this. Click, send, boom. You go viral. You see the likes pile up. You see the retweets pile up. All that stuff. That's how that all works.
Here's somebody says the BOT has to notify the public of a meeting. Okay, I don't know what their procedure is. I just know that group doesn't function like this. That getting them all together is near impossible without a schedule. It takes like a literal act of the state legislature to get those people together.
And the last time they tried this, they fired the AD and the coach.
Right.
So if they do want to do that, and that really worked out, right?
Yeah,
that worked out so well.
Yeah, that worked out great.
Yeah.
I see stuff like this, and some of it's probably for attention, and everybody starts retweeting it. It makes it feel like it's real. Well, until I see somebody that I know has information, or B, somebody that I trust. This is a non-starter.
It's not real. What happens is, people don't have a lot going on, so they want to try and be social media famous, and this is a way to, you can tell your buddies, hey, that thing with the Calipari pick, that account, that Razorback, football news, breaking news, or whatever. Yeah, that's me. That's me. I mean, that's what it's all about. It's about clout on social media.
Sam may retire at the end of the year. He may. That option is there for him. But I doubt that Jimmy Sexton's going to let him go without a penny. There will be some sort of negotiated settlement.
I don't think it's going to happen. I think they're going to beat Louisiana Tech, and he's going to coach a bowl game. He's going to have off-season hip surgery, and he'll be back.
They could win 8 games. They could beat Missouri, go to 7-5, win the bowl game. That's 8.
Or they could beat Texas and lose to Louisiana Tech. That's on the table.
That's also that'd be legit.
That seems like something that could happen.
But this always happens after a loss. You never hear about it after a win. It's always, he's going to retire, or they're going to fire him. There's a meeting. It's a post of opportunity.
Right.
Is all that it is, trying to gather a little bit of attention. I would pay no attention to it whatsoever.
It's for social media clout. If the and the real reporters on the beat, when they say something like that, I'll believe it. But no, I didn't see anybody credible say it, so I don't believe it.
I usually wait until Hutch says something. When Andrew Hutchinson says this is happening, I'm good. That means it's going to happen. I'm just not. If you're what is it, an avatar profile pic is John Calipari, and you don't put your name on it.
No, if you've got bombshell news like that, you put your name on it so you can go be famous. Just like Wes Moore when he broke the Calipari story back in in the spring. Now, he was the first guy with all that. They tried to keep it a secret. They still don't know how. Well, they may know, but for a while, remember they were like, you rascal! Somebody told our secret. I don't know who it was. Somebody told us. Remember that whole charade they went through? I mean, that's the deal. Another thing you have to consider is the university is strapped for cash. They're not broke, but they're strapped for cash. And Sam is the 14th highest paid coach in the SEC. So you got that going on. You know what your next coach would be should you make a move? Not the 14th highest paid coach in the SEC. Because you're not getting Cignetti for 5. You're not getting Rhett Lashley for 5. You're going to pay at least 8 for the next guy. Maybe 9 if it's somebody, elite. And if it's like, pie in the sky, Saban, Urban Meyer, it'd be like 30. So They got a thing working here from a financial standpoint. I don't think they're going to make any big decisions they don't have to right now because they don't have the cash to do all this stuff right now. I mean, they've already shelved the arena renovation that is far overdue.
All right,
and now I mean,
can we have an honest discussion about what happened last week with the 3% deal, please?
Sure.
Okay, we all know that coming July 1st that they're going to have revenue sharing. Whatever that revenue sharing plan looks like, it's going to be individual to each school. They believe that they are going to be about they're going to have to add $20 million to their budget. So they're operating, as of today, at a $21 million deficit in their budget. Is that fair?
Okay.
Because they're adding $20 million. We're going to have to come up with an extra $21 million. In the email, they said the 3% thing is going to benefit them. How much? 3%. Or 3% is going to be $20 million. This is getting to a point where when it does become public and we see what they spend on everything, whether it's men's basketball, women's basketball, golf, all of these sports, we're going to see some zeros as far as NIL goes and revenue sharing and those sorts of things. When they get to that point, my question is going to be, well, why don't, if we're into the revenue sharing and you've got to come up with $20 million, you should do what any normal business does, which is don't outsource the cost to me, work within your department to cut costs. But that's never going to happen. Am I right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Who's signing up for a pay cut right now?
Well, but that's what a business does, is you find ways to generate that revenue within your program instead of just outsourcing it to everybody else, which is what they've done. They're trying to make up that $20 million deficit with that 3% increase. That's what it is. It's a tax. Yeah. It's just more and more and more that we have to have.
By the way, as someone who went to the concession stand a couple times on Saturday, who cared? It wasn't. If they hadn't have told me, I wouldn't even know.
Probably not. Probably not.
They should have just done it and then just explain it later.
And
I don't know why they told everybody on the front end.
And that cost is only going to go up, and it's year over year over year. So asking somebody like use the big ones, Walmart, JB Hunt, whatever, to pay $20 million year over year over year, after 10 years they've dumped $200 million into the program. What's your ROI on that? We talk about that all the time. This is going to be outsourced to you more and more and more and more. And they're going to blame you if they don't win. We didn't have
that's already happening.
I know.
They're already blaming the fans that they lose.
They're going to blame you, the fan, for their inability to win.
Yeah, they already do that.
Yeah, I know.
They're going to do it more and more. And it's a really interesting strategy. Like when you go to one of these fancy restaurants, and if you have a bad time, they don't blame the customer for that. They say, well, sorry, how can we make it right, et cetera, et cetera.
All right. And can we get
the opposite of that?
Can we get the last item of business out of the way?
Yes, last item of business.
Ryan
yes.
Fragrove says, hire Rhett Lashley. I don't know how many different ways I have to draw this picture.
Will you explain it to the people, please? One final time.
There's a gentleman down in Central Florida who's not real fond of this university. Rhett Lashley played for, is very close with that man. They have a dislike for this place. I would say it's just based on that alone, it would be unlikely that Rhett Lashley, unless you just blew him away with money on top of stacks of money, that it would be unlikely that he would even consider it. And I will ask you this. It's the same thing with Curt Cignetti. Why would he leave SMU, where he is in the top 25, has a legitimate shot to get to the playoff every single year? He's got a bunch of rich dudes writing them checks left and right because they're not investing in anything else at SMU. Why would he come here? That's my question. Whenever you start talking about, well, go get this guy, why? Why would they come here and leave a spot like SMU where he's got a legitimate chance this year to make the college football playoff? Sitting in one of the most talent-rich states in the country, making a good living, living in a pretty good place. And then you throw the whole Gus thing in on top.
Can I get real for a second?
Yeah, go ahead.
With their NIL situation, you could hire Saban, Belichick, Lombardi, or Jesus H. Christ, and you're going to go 6-6. Period. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. That's the way it is. You can go get another coach. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's going to change anything.
Yeah.
You can go get another coach. You can go get another coach in 5 years. And go get another one. I don't think it's going to change anything.
I don't think so either. And we can just keep throwing names out. and trying to connect dots and all this kind of stuff.
Since Arkansas
fix the structure first, then put the guy in place.
Arkansas's advantage for the first 20 some odd years in the SEC was proximity to Texas and Oklahoma. And, they would go get East Texas kids and Oklahoma kids because they were the only game in town. Since that went away in 2012, Arkansas has won 26% of its SEC games. They need to figure out a new mousetrap. They're still trying to run things like it's 2010. It's not 2010 anymore. Whether it's this guy or the next guy, someone has to completely recalibrate how they run because they can't run it that way anymore. You can't run it that way. 26% win percentage in SEC play since A&M joined the league in 2012. When their advantage went away, when they weren't the only game in town in this part of the world to get to play in the SEC, they have not figured out a way to find another advantage or to negotiate that one. No one has, and we've had all the coaches, had them all, Rose Bowl winning coaches, and and up and coming hotshot coaches, and nice guy coaches, and we're rearranging deck chairs, man. The problems are institutional. They have got to figure out how to find another thing to take advantage of, like they did the East Texas thing under Nutt and for the first little while under Bobby Petrino.
I've said this 1,000 times. Sam Pittman did exactly what he was hired to do, which was to sort of stabilize the Morris, Bielema, John L. Petrino mess, and he did that. He got the thing. It was a mess. Plus, he was a coach that you could get on a budget. You were paying 3 coaches at that point in time. That's not happening now. The question now is the world's changed. When they opened up the NIL, the entire college football world changed.
And they haven't changed.
They haven't been able to catch up. I think that's fair. They just haven't gotten their arms around it yet. You can change your coach. If the NIL situation isn't squared away, it's not going to matter. Like you say, you can go get Saban. It doesn't matter. Under the current situation, it simply isn't going to change. Pittman's doing about as good as you could expect. Their talent level, we said this all summer. What was their talent level? 13th in the league? 14th in the league?
Yeah,
something
14th
like that.
in the league. Yeah,
something
16,
like that.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier today in the office about where's Taylon Green in the hierarchy of SEC quarterbacks. We have 10th in the league, something like that. There's a talent gap, and against teams like Ole Miss, you're going to get exposed. It just happens. They're just better. Same thing with LSU.
We're going to take a break here at 18 minutes after the hour. 866-285-4005 is how you can get in here on Ruscin and Zach and, talk about all this stuff. Well, if you're looking to sell your home, the first call should be to the Limbird Real Estate Group. Janet was ready to simplify her life and move into a cozier space, so she turned to the Limbird Real Estate Group for help. From the first moment she reached out, the Limbird team was there to guide her through every step. They helped Janet sell her larger home and find a perfect new place that fit her lifestyle. The knowledge of the Northwest Arkansas market, the process was seamless and stress-free, and now Janet enjoys her beautiful new home and couldn't be happier. So the Limbird team is here if you're ready for one of these big changes in your life, looking to downsize, looking to upgrade, whatever it is. Find out what your home is worth at LimbirdTeam.com and click on Home Estimate. That's what you do. LimbirdTeam.com and click on Home Estimate. Find out what your home is worth from the local experts at the Limbird team, the team that has sold over $1 billion in real estate. The agent I would trust if I was selling my home. Again, LimbirdTeam.com. LIMBIRD. LimbirdTeam.com. And you can go to Google and check out the 1,000+ five-star reviews by typing in the Limbird Real Estate Group.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Prince Ali, fabulous he, Ali Ababwa.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6759. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. There is zero risk to you. If we can't reduce your tax debt, then you pay nothing. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have a 5-star rating on Google and Yelp and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6759. That's 800-575-6759. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
Sterling Bank is committed to the Northwest Arkansas community. And as members of this community, their relationships go beyond banking. They're cheering on the same teams, shopping at the same stores, and serving the same causes that help make our community a great place to live. Stop by your local branch in Fayetteville or Rogers to discover the Sterling Bank difference with their top-notch customer service and complete menu of products. Sterling Bank
on
is
ESPN Arkansas. Download the brand new Hit That Line Now app in the Apple and Google Play stores. ESPN Arkansas. More than just radio stations.
Tommy Kraft here. When it came time for new gates and some fence repairs at my home, the Fence Man was my first call. The Fence Man does it all, from large commercial jobs to small residential repairs. Wood privacy fence, vinyl fence, commercial or residential chain link, even custom wrought iron fencing. 479-782-3936. 18 months, same as cash financing with approved credit is now available. If it involves fencing, the Fence Man does it. The Fence Man. He ain't afraid of no work. 479-782-3936.
It's a dandy white perch. Big old slab. C'est bon, sacalé.
One beautiful crappie.
It's a paper mouth.
Some serious crappie. Nice speck.
We got crappie.
They might go by different names, but all prefer the same thing. Bobby Garland, America's favorite, white perch, slab, sockeye, papermouth, crappie, speck, crappie baits.
I call it dinner.
Basketball fans, it's that time of year again. The NBA is back. From opening tip-off to buzzer beaters, BetOnline has you covered with the best odds, biggest promotions, and live in-game betting on all of your favorite team. This season, every game matters. BetOnline has every stat, matchup, breakdown, and live odds to bet on during the games. And it's not just the NBA. BetOnline has odds on everything from football, MLB playoffs, NHL, to even political props. Head to the website today to get in on the action with America's most trusted site for online wagering. BetOnline, the game starts here.
Hey, ESPN 96.3 and hitthatline.com. Have you been to Swark Liquor? Trey Gentry and his team have a phenomenal spot. It's the first liquor stop in Arkansas for our Dallas and Texas fans traveling up to the hill. So if you're heading to Fayetteville, the lake, a cabin weekend, hunting, fishing, or any other activity you need your favorite drink, stop by Swark Liquor. And check out their apparel too. You'll want to wear it. Swark Liquor, 864 East Collin Ray Drive in Queen, Arkansas. Swark Liquor, we promise to keep them cold for you.
Hey everybody, this is Tyson Van. Dad, tell everyone about your job at Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash.
Power washing, son. I've been working in the business for over 15 years, all over the River Valley and Northwest Arkansas, residential or commercial. At Mike Jr.'s Mobile Wash, our cleaning services include exterior home, fence, driveways, walkways, gutters, pool deck cleansing, and more.
Call my dad at 479-763-5561.
Mike
Jr.'s Mobile Wash. One call, cleans it all.
On ESPN.
Offers service, maintenance, and replacements on all types. He does a lot of repairs and yearly checkups to make you feel secure in your home or business. Call Joey at United Roofing and Waterproofing, 479-312-7369. That's 312-7369. Or go online to unitedrw.com.
You know that crushing feeling when you press print at your PC and the doggone machine just won't print? Well, I fixed that. Hi, I'm Tim Stanley, owner of TDS IT. We are an IT company with a long history in the print channel, and I have fixed the printer conflict by creating my own Northwest Arkansas-based help desk. Call us at 479-575-0770 for more information on how a true IT company can keep all your printers and scanners up and running all the time.
Do you own a business or are you starting a new business? Sign Studio is the answer to all of your brick and mortar advertising needs. Sign Studio can wrap your new company vehicle or an entire fleet of vehicles, manufacture and install stunning road and building signs, or simply print a banner and set of business cards to get you started. No matter where you are in business, Sign Studio is with you. With friendly service and smiling faces, Sign Studio is your source for complete visual marketing. Visit yoursignstudio.com or call 250-4844.
Vici Aesthetics and Wellness can get you on the track to kickstart your weight loss journey with semaglutide or tirzepatide. They offer a detailed program to all of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma with in-office or telemedicine visits available. Mention this ad on ESPN and get 10% off your first package. Get started on the #1 prescription choice by medical providers for safe and effective weight loss while also reducing cardiovascular risk factors. Call or text Vici Aesthetics and Wellness today at 479-343-8424. 479-343-8424.
ESPN 99.5. Please don't take these guys literally or seriously. Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on the Hit That Line Now app.
Big Monday here on Ruscin and Zach. Forest City Joe's on the phone. Yeah. Hi, Joe. What's up?
Gentlemen, you two guys, I'm sitting here listening to the show. You two guys have sent me through the roof. Let me start this call off by saying I 100% disagree with everything you two guys have been saying about this football program. It wouldn't make any difference if the coach was Nick Saban or whoever. Are you kidding me? We can't. Basically, what you guys are saying is you can't do better than Sam Pittman. The guy just once again got absolutely destroyed at home on his home field by another team. Kentucky doesn't have great talent. Ole Miss only scored 17 points on Kentucky. This is inexcusable how bad this team looked, especially on defense. When you got guys running wide open, whether you, no matter what kind of defense you're playing. And people say, well, he played press coverage. No, he didn't. I watched the whole game. He was out the receivers, and the receiver was still running back. Here's the bottom line, folks, and the reason things have been so bad. Derek, I see you roll that out there that they've only won 26% of. You know why? Because they've hired bad coaches since Petrino had that run here. Brett Bielema was not the right guy for this job. He was a decent coach, but he wasn't the type of coach that we need. The other guys, John L. Smith, Sam Pittman, who had never been a head coach before, was an offensive line coach, and he's failed miserably since he got here recruiting offensive linemen. Whose job is it to bring in the offensive lineman that'd be good? That's one of the reasons he was hired. The guy, y'all talk about he done about as well as he can do. If that's as well as he can do, he should have been 5 years ago. Here we go. Let me tell you. Liberty, name me one of the SEC schools Liberty have ever beaten. Name one. Name one. He's played several SEC schools over the years. He never beat SEC school until he ran up on Sam Pittman. Ole Miss and Arkansas have basically been on the same plane for 30 years now. Since the days, if not longer than that, since the days of Johnny Bart almost. And you telling me that Arkansas, Ole Miss is this much better than Arkansas? As far as the NIL money go, it's not the fans' fault. It's not my fault or other fans' fault. I could give my $20 all day long. It's not going to matter if the people with the money don't chip in. It's not going to matter. This idea that Sam's losing because other teams just got talent over. How did he lose to Liberty? Explain that.
They got worked that day. The offensive line got worked. Cody Kennedy had a bad day that day.
Why? Because who recruited these offensive linemen?
Well, no, I get what you're saying, but let me ask you this: Mac Brown we'll use Mac Brown at North Carolina. He's a pretty good football coach. He's got a national title, right? I mean, Mac's had some success, yes. Why is Mac struggling? Because he doesn't have the players at North Carolina to compete with the teams in the ACC. Gotta have the dudes. And the foundation of Arkansas football is shaky right now.
It's his job to go out and get the players. That's his job. Okay, you don't have any NIL money? Stop raising NIL money.
But there's
Do
no...
what it takes. When the last time you ever heard anybody up there say, we're going to do what it takes to win? Ken Hatfield used to always say that back in the day. And I'm telling you this right now. If Coach Brawls was alive, Sam Pittman would have got the Jack Crow treatment after that Liberty loss.
If Coach Bros was alive, you wouldn't have problem raising money, but your AD doesn't know how to raise money. He has a personality disease with the donors.
We need to get rid of this. We need to get rid of this AD and find somebody that can raise money. Because this idea that just ain't nothing we can do, we got to keep Sam Pittman. Are you kidding me? This is an embarrassment. Look at the games in Fayetteville, the last period, other than the Tennessee game. Every time they play somebody with a pulse, they not only get beat, they get destroyed. Missouri 48-14, Auburn 48-10, LSU 34-10, and now Ole Miss 63-31. Are you kidding me? And the fans, you guys are setting up basically saying really ain't nothing you can do. It is what it is. Yeah, there's a lot you can do. It's just you not got the people that's willing to do it. That goes from the people in charge up there who watch over this football program, and that goes for the boosters and all of them. They've just absolutely thrown football in the garbage can. And yeah, it's great we had Calipari, and I love the basketball program and where I said it. But I'm okay. This stuff here, this is unreal. And you guys broke my spirit when y'all said, sitting there saying that ain't nothing we can do. Nick Saban wouldn't fix it. Nobody would fix it. Somebody can fix it. Somebody can fix this.
Well, I have no confidence that the people in charge can find that person.
Neither do I. I have none.
All right, then why try another 5 years when they're going to blow it up again in 5 years?
Joe. Okay, let's break the. We're painting a very broad. We're painting with a very broad brush. What's the number one issue facing the football program?
The number one issue facing the football program.
If I'm putting you in charge, you're my new GM.
And not having any NIL, not getting NIL.
Hang on. Coach, you said coach.
Coach, you're saying, okay, so what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to relieve the current coaching staff of their duties and absorb that cost, which is just going to add more money to the money that you're already operating at a deficit. You've got to add that money into it. So
sometimes you have to operate at a deficit to make the company good.
Okay,
if every company closed down every time they was operating at a deficit, you wouldn't have a company.
You're my new GM. All right, so we're gonna relieve the coach of his duties. What's your selling point to bring in a guy that you want?
My selling point is it's an SEC job that's been proven by Bobby Petrino that you can win.
Joe, that was a decade and a half ago.
In East Texas.
Joe, it was 15 years ago, and it was 2 years.
Here he won 5 games, then he won 8 games, then he won 10 games, then he won 11 games. With this at the same Arkansas program. I disagree with Derek. I don't think the problem is the recruiting in East Texas. The problem is the recruiting period and what kind of players you're bringing in.
But they haven't recruited since A&M joined the league 12 years ago.
Name me all the great players they got from East Texas before A&M got in there. Name them.
Well, Clint Sterner comes to mind. Corey Birmingham won you a football game.
Was lowly recruited by. He wasn't from East Texas. He was from Baytown, Texas. That's down in South Texas.
Well, Southeast Texas. We're arguing semantics here. Look, I just.
My point is, East Texas ain't no different than it's always been for Arkansas. Arkansas has never, even in the days of Coach Brown, gone down there and got the best players that Texas A&M, and Oklahoma won. Yet they have a winning program.
But they aren't getting hardly any players anymore, is my point. They used to get some.
You know why? Because they got the wrong coach.
No, it's because you don't have to come here to go be in the SEC anymore. You can go to A&M, you can go to Texas, you can go to Oklahoma. That advantage is gone.
Back in the olden days, Arkansas could still go down there and get talent. It's over 300 high D1 players in Texas every year. How do you think some of these great players end up at places like North Texas and all these places? I'm telling you, you know what? I love you guys, but I'm just going to tell you the truth. You guys are making excuses for losing, and I'm sorry.
Now, when in the world have we defended Sam Pittman on this radio show, Joe? I mean, honestly. Are you kidding me right now? Really?
No, I'm not.
When have I defended Sam Pittman on this show?
I didn't say you defended Sam. But you're saying what you and Zach are saying is nobody can do any better, and I 100% disagree with that. Get a good coach in here, and Arkansas can win if you give them the resources.
There's nobody on a board or in the athletic department that can get a good coach in here for football.
Give them the resources to win at a high level. In fact, they're accepting this crap. If Sam Pittman was they're
going to a bowl game this year. What do you want?
He wouldn't even have a job today after what he put on the field.
They're going to a bowl game this year.
Today.
They're going to a bowl game after winning 4 games last year.
Oh, so what?
So what? That's improvement, isn't it?
And go to the Piss Bowl. and we're supposed to be happy with that. The goal should be just like Ole Miss goal is. To build a program where you can get and compete for the college playoffs.
But you can't build a program when the fans run the coach off every 5 years, Joe. You can't build a program when the fans run the coach off every 5 years.
The coach should be ran off after 5 years. You put something like this on the field. You do it till you get it right. If you have to keep firing people, you do it. You do it till you get it right.
Well, that's really worked out.
Well, yeah, it ain't working out now. Look at your team. Look at your program. It's a laughing stock. You had guys running wide open with the man not within 20 yards of it. It's just, I've never seen anything like that. I watched Ole Miss play all year. They hadn't scored over 27 points in a game this season. They play Arkansas, and all of a sudden, you got guys running wide open, Ole Miss guys on the sideline laughing and dancing and disgracing your program. And I'll say it again. If Sam Pittman was at any other self-respecting program, he would have been fired before the day. He wouldn't even been allowed to be here. But this is acceptable at Arkansas. Now, that's all I got to say.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen, very much.
Thank you, Joe. That was fun. Thank you, Joe.
They've scored over 27 6 times.
That was fun. We need more of that.
I like that he's fired up. I just think there's...
Why does he only call after they lose? We didn't hear from him last week. They put 100 on Mississippi State a week ago. But that wasn't good enough.
I think the problems are internal first. You got to fix the foundation before you can go out and attract a big-time coach. There's not a coach that you want. There's a lot of guys that go, yeah, I'll do it. There's not the coach that you want unless you fix the internal stuff. You have to, and that falls on the administration, not on Pittman.
I'm telling you,
did he call us homers?
I believe he did.
Did he call us shills?
Did
he say that we defended him?
He didn't say that.
I don't know what to do with my hands right now. Like that cut me deep.
That was a good time. That was a good time. All right, 866-285-4005 is the phone number here, and that's how you can get in touch with us. So hear from Robert real quick here in Fort Smith. Hi, Robert.
Hey, guys, you two better be careful. Y'all are going to start sounding like a real sports show.
Yeah, we got to stop this.
That was straight up great. That was sports at its best.
Yeah, that was a good time. I enjoyed the back and forth. I wish more people called like Joe, but people text, and I understand it's easier, but it's more fun when you can have a discussion like that. That's fun. God, we could do 100 hours if we could get 100 calls a day. My God, it'd be great. All right, let me tell you about the Check H Grill and Buffet in Russellville. You got an event coming up this holiday season. Check out the Check H. They're on 1105 East Main Street in Russellville, and they've got the customizable event package for you that includes private dining options, personalized menu, and exceptional service to make sure that your event is a success. So find out more today. You can go to checkhbuffet.com. And, of course, if you don't have an event and you just want a good place to eat, we recommend the Check H in Russellville. Enjoy life. It's delicious at the Check H Grill and Buffet in Russellville. CheckHbuffet.com.
This is Ruscin and Zach.
That is my sense of humor coming across.
ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
In Arkansas, we know the value of hard work, community, and service. Steve Womack has been a steadfast voice for us in Congress, always putting our needs first. From supporting local businesses to investing in our schools, Steve Womack has been there every step of the way. On November 5th, vote to re-elect Steve Womack, a proven leader, a trusted neighbor.
I'm Steve Womack, and I approve this message because our future is about more than just politics.
Paid for by Womack for Congress.
At Liberty Defense Group Academy, they prepare you for life's most critical moments. Whether you're a beginner or an experienced shooter, instructors are here to guide you through firearm safety, self-defense, and tactical readiness. With their years of experience in law enforcement and military, safety is their mission and training is their passion. They offer an array of different courses for different goals and objectives, such as women's only Mama Bear course or level 1, 2, or 3 courses for varying levels of experience. Learn more and enroll at ldgtrainingacademy.com. Prepare, defend, succeed with Liberty Defense Group Academy.
ESPN Arkansas is proud to feature Hall of Fame sports writer and sportscaster Clay Henry and his column on hitthatline.com. Clay's column features his thoughts on the biggest Razorback stories. Clay Henry's column is brought to you by the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. When you renew your Arkansas hunting license, you renew so much more than the hunt. You renew traditions. Hunting license season is wide open. Today's the day to pull the trigger on the most essential part of the hunt. Renew your hunting license at huntnatural.com.
Did you wake up with joint pain? Does it hurt when you do even the most routine physical activity? Have they told you it's time for knee or hip replacement surgery? Hey, it's Tommy Kraft. Stop what you're doing and listen. You deserve a life of comfort and ease with no surgery and no meds. And QC Kinetics can get you there. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in regenerative cellular treatments for joint pain. This is an all-natural approach that harnesses your body's own healing properties to treat the root cause of your arthritic pain. The protocols developed by QC Kinetics are life-changing for so many people. Tens of thousands of satisfied patients with more every day. Yes, you can have real lasting relief from chronic joint pain without drugs, without surgery, and without any downtime. Discover your options with advanced regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics. The consultation is absolutely free. Call 479-999-1234. That's 479-999-1234. 479-999-1234 for QC Kinetics in Northwest Arkansas.
Needing an electrician? Call the pros at Mr. Sparky. All of our certified electricians provide 5-star electrical work. If you have problems with an outlet, blown fuse, ceiling fan, need a panel replacement, or even a safety check, we've got you covered. Day or night, 24/7. And all of our work is 100% guaranteed. You can trust your electrical work with Mr. Sparky.
You don't have to put up with any malarkey. Call 888-8-SPARKY.
Are you paying more than $95 a month for your website? Or did you pay thousands just to get a website? You know, you don't have to. Modular Orange is an easy and affordable way to get a custom website for your business. They write it, build it, launch it, post it, secure it, and keep it up to date for just $95 a month. No upfront costs or additional fees. Go to modularorange.com and find out how they can help. modularorange.com.
Hey y'all, it's Melinda at Fantasy Sports Cuts. Is your hair game in overtime? Then head to Fantasy Sports Cuts, the ultimate hair joint for men. We don't just cut hair, we draft the perfect style for your dome. Our scissor-wielding all-stars will turn your mop into a championship look. Want the Hail Mary Mohawk or the Slam Dunk Fade? We've got you covered. So hustle down to Fantasy Sports Cuts, where every day is game day for your hair. Walk-ins are welcome or book online at fantasysportscuts.com or give us a call. Fantasy Sports Cuts at Mission and Crossover in the Harp Shopping Center.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check you have a full tank of gas first before road tripping through the desert.
Empty? Seriously? Maybe I can walk.
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Maybe I can't.
You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary. Terms apply. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Hi there, folks. I'm Chief Meteorologist RV Bobby. The 4029 Get Ready Weather forecast. It is that severe threat we're watching through the evening hours and into the overnight. Tornadoes, possibly strong tornadoes, are a concern. So we're going to keep a very close eye on it at 4029. Risk should be exiting the area by about 1 or 2 a.m. And as we go into our voting Tuesday, well, still could be a spotty shower out there, but it will be spotty. A cooler day for our Tuesday with high temperatures in the 60s. That's your Get Ready Weather, only on 4029.
ESPN 99.5.
We don't read the headlines, we make the headlines. This is Ruscin and Zach on ESPN Arkansas and streaming on hitthatline.com.
Ruscin and Zach has been streamed to 158 countries, 50 states, 2 territories, 1 chain of unincorporated islands yesterday. Somebody streamed us in Ixel, Oklahoma. Oh. You want to stream that too? It's hitthatline.com. You got one of them Google Play, Alexa dot things. Say, hey, play ESPN Northwest Arkansas. We'll send DQ. That sounds fair. Or you can get us on the now running like a Swiss car Hit That Line Now app.
Okay, this may be the last normal segment we do.
Okay.
Because we may have to go into weather mode after 4 o'clock. So just prepare yourself accordingly for that. But we may have to do that. So let's get all the sillies in now. Why not?
Okay.
Before the bottom falls out or whatever. All right.
Okay. Sounds
like
what
we got here. Let's see here. JT talks about Indiana turning it around in 1 season. Google me. I win. Well, I don't know. I just they've tried it all. What's the magic thing that they haven't tried that they should try? I mean, it's just I don't. What are they going to do? I mean, I don't know. And by the way, it's not like they're facing a 2-win season here.
No,
they're a win from a bowl game, and they didn't make it to a bowl game last year. So things got better. You get some. You get something in the off season that excites some people, and you got a little something going on here. Maybe I don't know, but it's just I don't know what to tell you. What do you want me to tell you? Text that in. What do you want me to tell you? And I'll tell you that. That's what I'll do.
There's some truths here. They're in. This isn't a bad year. They're right where they're supposed to be. Again, it comes down to the 3 M's. You win 2 out of the 3 M's, you're going 7-5 and going to a bowl game. A pretty solid bowl game with a chance for 8 wins. That's double what you had last year.
Right.
Yes, you got housed on Saturday by a team that. Here's the thing: Ole Miss and Arkansas are at 2 different stages of life. Ole Miss is playing for the college football playoff. Arkansas is in some sort of rebuild flux mode. Still could win 8 games if you win your bowl game. It's not the worst thing in the world.
No, 8
again,
wins
you would have signed up for 8
when the total was 5.5 in the offseason. You know what I mean?
You would have signed up for 8 wins in July. You would have signed up for it. Now, if we just put a blindfold on and said these are your 8 wins, you would have taken them.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah. But that's called defending the coach. Apparently, when you present things rationally and logically, in a way like that. But I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at the entire the whole situation. And the situation is that they're not broke, but they're strapped for cash, and they don't really. If the AD is trying he's trying with all his might to not have to do any big projects right now. Well, guess what? When you blow out a coach and bring in a new one, that's a big project. That's expensive, and they're trying to not do that right now until they figure out where they are with all this revenue sharing stuff.
Oh yeah, that's
so. If they go to a bowl game, he's coming back. And, we'll see what happens when they get to help pay the players next year.
Everybody thinks, well, if you throw $8 million at a guy, it's going to attract them. That's not necessarily the case. These guys talk to each other. It's a very tight-knit community. If your behind-the-scenes administration is unstable, your NIL program is in the dumpster, they're going to know about it. Yeah. And if you don't have a plan to fix it or some things to guarantee to fix the structure of your program, it's going to take it. Those guys are going to shy away. Again, the guy that you're trying to attract right now, I don't know if he's out there. I don't know if Arkansas is an option if Sam Pittman were to retire or be removed. But I'm with you. They go to a bowl game, he's back. Well, it's his choice. It's the player option.
Right.
If he wants to come back, because this team was better than last year's team. And you're rolling into 25. Now, the schedule toughens up in 25. You got some big dates on that. I mean, there are games on there. I mean, by the end of September, we could be right back where we are. But if you believe he's the guy going forward, then you run with it. You have to.
Right. And it's just, I just don't.
Yeah, right.
I don't know who's lurking out there with just a bag of money to fix all the problems. Like in basketball, there was a guy lurking with a bag of money to fix all the problems. Not that you had great problems, because you just went to the Sweet 16 the year before. I just don't know where that person is for football.
Your dad's texting.
Oh, he's got plenty of money. Let him.
Yeah. What's your dad doing? He says Derek gets married, Hogs go to a bowl game. Zach gets married, Hogs go to the playoffs. Sorry, folks.
That's not a sacrifice you're willing to make here.
I'm not even close to that. So no, that will never. Sorry, you're never going to the playoffs if that's the deal.
Okay.
No, thank you.
All right. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay.
What's unstable from the administration side? Everything. Your NIL program, for one. That's probably the most unstable. Right now, Arkansas is throwing all of their resources, all of their available resources at men's basketball. That's where they think they can win a national championship. That's the shortest route. Mm-hmm. Everything's going there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, again, if that's the case, it's tough to look at a coach, a Kurt Signetti, and go, yeah, we're throwing everything at basketball, but we'd love to have you. It's tough to do.
I mean, I've seen this movie before, and Arkansas makes a move. They have aspirations for like these top 5 guys, and they end up hiring Sonny Dykes. I've seen this movie.
What's wrong with Sonny
Sharon Moore? But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Like it's and then you do that for 5 years, and then it's wash, rinse, repeat.
It's not the guy that you're hoping for.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the way it always works around here. You better be, know what you're doing if you're going to undertake this. But I don't know if if they beat Louisiana Tech, he goes to a bowl game. And hell, if they beat Texas, they win.
Yeah,
I mean, and they go to go to a bowl game, and then he stays. That's the way it is. And probably gets a new contract, which will really piss Joe off. Oh my God, can you imagine? Can you imagine? I mean, Jimmy Sexton's not going to have a bowl coach be the 14th highest paid coach in the SEC next year. I mean, he's going to get something.
Look, if he were to get to 8 wins and double the win total from the year previous, I can guarantee you somebody in that office is going to go, hey, Hunter, you're Jimmy Sexton, line 1.
Yeah, that's right.
I mean, like as soon as the clock hits 000, that call's coming in.
Right, exactly. All right, this is ESPN Arkansas on the Hit That Line Now app. 866-285-4005 is how you can text us or call us or whatever you want to do here. Vici Aesthetics and Wellness can get you on your weight loss journey with semaglutide or tirzepatide. They offer a detailed program for all of Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma. In-office or telemedicine visits are available. Mention Ruscin and Zach and get 10% off your first package at Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. Call or text 479-343-8424, 343-8424 for Vici Aesthetics and Wellness. All right. This may very well conclude the entertaining portion of the broadcast day because I'm looking at Darby's radar, and in Northwest Arkansas, the fit is about to hit the shan. So we will try and walk you through all of this when we come back here on Ruscin and Zach. And for the rest of you around the state, I mean, I don't know what to tell you. This is not looking good in Benton and Washington County right now. So I'm sorry, but, we may have to go into, weather chasing mode here on the other side of the break. We'll see. All right, we'll be back with something coming up here after these messages, 866-285-4005. Stay where you are.
Hello, I'm Chip Scarborough in the 4029 newsroom. The 4029 Get Ready Weather team is watching for more strong to severe storms as we go throughout the day. Our chief meteorologist, Darby Bybee, says the threat for tornadoes also exists. Continuing coverage all day long on 4029 News. Well, it's the last day of early voting in Arkansas. Tomorrow is Election Day, and polls will be open across Arkansas and Oklahoma as voters choose the next president of the United States. We're getting you ready to head to the polls tonight on 4029 News. And former Arkansas Razorback and current Milwaukee Bucks forward Bobby Portis says his home was broken into over the weekend in Milwaukee, and many of his prized possessions were stolen. Portis played for the Hogs from 2013 to 2015. For news anytime, log on to 4029tv.com. I'm Chip Scarborough with this live local late breaking update.
Hey, Hog fans, this is Elizabeth.
This is Robert.
And this is Matt, and we're at the Stadium Shop on Razorback.
Folks, it's the most wonderful time of the year.
No, it's not Christmas yet.
No, Mom, he's referring to football season.
Oh, speaking of football, guess what we just got in?
Season tickets?
Sideline passes?
Well, close. We just started receiving the Nike sideline apparel like hats and polos.
Yeah, but did we get jerseys?
Yeah, we got both kinds, cardinal and white.
We also have youth and adult sizes.
That's great. People have been asking for that for quite some time now. Matt, by the way, I did some research, and there's no shot for going viral.
Oh, Lord. Mom, he's a goner.
Anyway, besides Nike, we also have Champion, Cutter & Buck, Tommy Bahama, and many other brands.
All at the largest Razorback store south of the North Pole, which is 989 South Razorback Road, next to Baumwalker Stadium. Matt, you tell them all about them interweb-based brands.
He means the website, which is shoponrazorback.com.
Or give us a call at 479-STADIUM. That's 479-782-3486.
Folks, it does not get more Razorback than us.
Go Hogs!
Attention! Attention! Don't miss Cheap Sleep Furniture and Mattresses going out of business sale. Everything must go. Get unbeatable deals on top quality furniture, mattresses, and appliance. Savings of up to 90% off brand new living room, dining, and bedroom furniture. Whether you're looking to upgrade your home or get new appliances, now is the perfect time. Hurry in for the best selection. Once it's gone, it's gone. Cheap Sleep Furniture and Mattresses off of exit 86 in Bentonville.
Precision Garage Door features the finest quality materials, installation, and service for all your garage door needs, including garage door repair and new garage doors and openers. Fully licensed and insured with the largest showroom in Northwest Arkansas at 1907 Town West Drive in Rogers and in Fort Smith at 416 North 10th Street. Call Precision Garage Door today at 844-PDS-DOOR or check them out online at PrecisionDoorNWA.com. Financing is available. Precision Garage Door, voted Best Garage Door Company of Northwest Arkansas and the River Valley.
Hey everyone, Erica Jensen here at AAA Business Systems in Northwest Arkansas. Are you happy with your current office technology provider? Did you know that AAA Business Systems has been in business since 1979 and longer than any other provider in Northwest Arkansas? Listen up, I may be a Cajun girl at heart, but I'm a Razorback through and through. Call me today at 479-442-4185 to learn more about the one company that can truly change the way you work, and remember, anything else is just a copy.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
Call Scott Comiskey in Bella Vista or Steve Harp in Springdale.
Sterling Bank is your community bank. As a bank, they know the biggest asset is the community they serve. Sterling Bank values its role in Northwest Arkansas and works hard to make the community stronger each day. If you're looking for a bank that offers top-notch customer service and a complete menu of products designed to make your banking experience pleasant and productive, visit your local branch in Fayetteville or Rogers. Sterling Bank is your community bank. Member FDIC.
Drive into 2025 with confidence in a vehicle designed to turn heads. Premium comfort, bold design, and 2 years of limited maintenance included. During Mitsubishi's year-end sales event, drive home a 2024 SUV with 0.99% APR financing. Get ready for a new year of adventure at RAF Mitsubishi. Offer only available in Santander Consumer USA. Subject to approved credit and insurance. Not all customers will qualify. Price, terms, and vehicle availability may vary. Other important restrictions apply. See your participating Mitsubishi dealer for details. Offer ends December 2nd, 2024.
KAKS Goshen Fayetteville, K237GR Johnson. This is ESPN Northwest Arkansas. Covering the Razorbacks like no one else.
The one thing that the coaches and the people who are opponents to talk radio are totally right about is it is by nature a negative process. Losing is better than winning.
Derek Ruskin.
I want to talk to the idiot who put that moron on the air.
Zach Arns.
I think this building should be condemned. There's serious metal fatigue in all the load-bearing members. The wiring is substandard. It's completely inadequate for our power needs. And the neighborhood is like a demilitarized zone.
With DQ.
Kelsey finds a blank space for the score.
Like it or not, another hour of Ruskin and Zach starts right now.
All right, we are continuing here on ESPN Arkansas and the Hit That Line Now app. So we have a dangerous situation on our doorstep if you are listening to us anywhere in Northwest Arkansas on 99.5 or streaming or whatever it is. We have the Weather Service has a confirmed tornado 3 miles southwest of Watts in Oklahoma, moving northeast at 45. So it is moving northeast at 45 towards that little part of Benton County that juts down into Washington County there on the map, and northwest Washington County, southwest Benton County, near the Siloam Springs area, and then moving eventually towards the populated area of northwest Arkansas, Centerton, Bentonville, Bella Vista, these type places. So this is not a good situation. We are watching Darby Bybee. Yep. We may be going to his audio at some point in the next little while to let him tell us what's going on here as we use our partnership with 4029 News and Weather to get the word out here. But there's a tornado warning that includes a little sliver of Benton and Washington County until 4:15. And what's probably going to happen is, as this moves forward, a new warning gets issued, and that'll have more cities in it, and a bunch of people's phones are going to go off and everything. So that's where we stand right now. I would love to sit here and talk about nonsense, but I don't think it is our job to talk about nonsense when this thing, which looks really nasty on the radar, is bearing down on our communities. And furthermore, in an hour, it's going to be dark and nobody's going to be able to see the thing. So that is the situation. This is just instincts on what to do. I don't know if we know what to do.
We don't. We've never been through this before, and I don't know.
Do we go home? Do we go to hide? Like what's the protocol here? What do we do?
It's not in the manual. I don't have. I don't have an answer for you on that.
DQ, do you have thoughts on this?
I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll just
we'll ride it out.
This table's solid, right?
Oh no,
higher to this thing.
Yeah, we'll be fine in here.
All right. I'm just curious what the procedure is here, but we will do our best to keep you informed and try to keep you somewhat entertained, I guess, as well. But this is what is going on here.
They're suggesting a porch show. No, I don't think so.
This would be a bad time.
This would be a bad time for a porch show.
The porch is. We have our back to it if we did a porch show. Yeah. So that's what's going on here. I now got lightning 8 miles away.
Yeah.
I'm detecting here on my phone. So this is this is a unique situation.
Well, and some people don't have access to their televisions, so we may be their eyes and ears. So
right.
We're going to hang out as long as we can.
And we don't know what we're going to do.
No, we don't. we will not put ourselves in danger, though. I promise you that. So.
Oh no, sir! You're going to have to ride this sucker out. We need you at that microphone. If it all falls apart, you are to stay at that microphone,
Jamie
sir.
had the same idea I did, which is to get on the porch and yell at it like Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan Taylor? Yeah. Well, again, it's coming from the other way. We'd have to be on the back porch to do that. Anyway, that's what's going on. So if you're listening like in Harrison or Hot Springs or whatever,
that's why.
If you're listening in Fort Smith, you may be like, well, what's a big deal? And, it's not, nothing's happening here. What do you care? Well, this sucker is like bearing down right on us. So, we're a little bit, we're concerned about it. And those of you in the western half of the Benton and Washington County, you should be concerned about it too. So that's what we got going on here. We are in the interior of the building.
Yeah.
So that's good.
We are. This table ain't going anywhere.
That's right.
We've always talked about this being this bad boy being the safest place we have.
We may put that to the test here in a little bit. We'll see. Anyway,
we'll keep an eye on it.
That's right. Tyler has left work early to go pick up his kid from daycare. Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds.
That's probably a good idea. Yeah, that's right. There you go. Bailey has texted into the program. Do you want to go golf?
If I can get the wind behind me, yeah. 410, that'd be great.
Yeah, 410, 412. Here's a text. As an Oklahoman, I drive into it. Okay.
All right.
Bold choice.
That's a bold choice. As long as you got Dorothy in the back. DQ, that's from Twister.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Go out there and smell the dirt. See what's going to happen. Will you, please?
Yeah. DQ, yeah. Would you go smell the dirt? See what you can figure out?
Is that from Twister? Too?
It is, yeah.
It is.
You've never seen the original Twister?
I saw Twisters.
Oh, yeah, and you felt nothing.
Yeah.
Dead inside.
Felt absolutely nothing. Okay, so this radar technology, they can to put it in simplest terms, they have a mode where they can see if the storm is, it's called a debris ball. You can see if it's turning stuff up or whatever, and the radar signal signature that they just showed, that Darby just showed on TV, there's a big giant debris ball in this thing. So that's not good.
It's a little concerning.
It's hitting stuff and knocking it over, and it's not good because the radar can bounce off of the debris, and you can see, okay, there's a big clunk there where it shouldn't be. It's the debris ball.
Gilligan understood the assignment. The days of dirt or sniffing, or the days of sniffing dirt are over.
And go get yourself a bunch of corporate sponsors. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, Gilligan.
Okay.
Anyway, that is what we are. That is what we are faced with here in this 4 o'clock hour here.
Yeah, we really did. There's no manual for this.
Well, here's the thing. So this is a goofy toy factory funhouse program.
Yes,
from time to time.
Right.
We don't like doing serious things. We like to be the fun factory here. Well, it's hard to be fun when this sucker is bearing down on you. It's quite concerning. I mean, so I don't know. I mean, I guess we could just go out there and be funny and pretend. But then there's the other thing is if people aren't aware of this, well then and they're listening to us. If they become aware of it, then maybe they'll know to stay inside or not go somewhere or whatever the case may be. So it's a very unique situation that we find ourselves in on this big Monday here on Ruscin and Zach. But and it affects this corner of the world, but there's 30 counties listening to us that this doesn't matter at all.
All right.
So you've got that going on too.
So here's what we're gonna do.
Okay.
If our phones go off during the break and we're gonna pull up Darby on the computer, we can put that on. We'll put that on until it's safe to come out.
And we'll hide.
Is that fair? DQ, you on board with that? Safest place is probably in here.
Probably.
You don't want to be out driving around or anything, so we'll do it that way.
Okay.
If we gotta drop and go, that's what we're gonna do.
All right.
DQ, would you pull up 4029 on your computer in there?
Yeah. So we'll just do that. All right. Okay, that sounds like a plan to me.
Yeah, we'll get it all set up at the break, and then we'll just, if we got to drop and go, we drop and go.
Okay. Hopefully you will all understand.
That was it, wasn't it? Perfect. Okay, great. It's working.
We got it?
Hallelujah, it's working.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Excellent.
So we can go to that if we need to go to that.
If we need to go to that,
we can. Okay. All right.
Now, Car
Working
Chase
well.
Guy says, as middle-aged men, shouldn't you be out on the porch watching the storm? We did that during the last break.
Yeah, we were out at the back door looking at the skies and all that stuff. A lot of trees here, so it's hard to kind of see what's going on. And all
Maybe
that
we
stuff.
send DQ out in the grocery getter.
Yeah, can you stream your phone on
That'd be
Ruscin
great.
and Zach on X, and then we could have a live footage of you driving around or whatnot?
Oh yeah, that would be the job for me.
Sounds like a
Sounds
good
like a plan to
idea,
me.
Right. Okay, they just added a new warning that does include Tawnytown, parts of Fayetteville, Springdale. It does not include Rogers or Lowell, it doesn't look like. Maybe the Centerton area is in there. They just put a new warning out on this. Let me try and get you some info on this for you. Let's see here. Until 4:45 at 4:08. Confirmed tornado 3 miles southeast of Siloam Springs, moving northeast at 40. Another developing tornado near Westville, moving northeast at 40. Again, this is a confirmed tornado at 4:08, 3 miles southeast of Siloam Springs. So it's on the ground. Locations in or near the path, Fayetteville, and maybe we're being interrupted by the EAS right now. I don't even know what's going on the air. Fayetteville, Springdale, Bentonville, Siloam Springs, Farmington, Prairie Grove, Gentry, Tawnytown, Lincoln, Cave Springs, Westville, Greenland, Highfill, Watts, Springtown, Northwest Arkansas Regional Airport, Cincinnati, Centerton, Johnson, Elm Springs, and I-49 between mile markers 59 and 75. Take cover now. Move to a basement or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows if you're outdoors. In a mobile home or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris. Okay? So a new tornado warning, including most of the big cities in northwest Arkansas. This runs until, I think I said 4:45 p.m. I think that's what it was. Let me pull it up again here. Yeah, until 4:45 p.m. So there's the very latest on the new warning here. So there you go.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go to break and get ourselves set.
Okay. We're going to go to break, and then we are going to probably have 4029 weather simulcast